should be good. Hey, American Phone, nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. I think this thing will fit in this drawer. A drawer of camera equipment I don't use enough. Alright, I think we're just about ready. I should be able to turn this on. Hey, if I could roll over.
Jesus, my hair.
Oh, I have so many cables around here I need to fix. Is this a thinly veiled, you need a haircut again?
Yeah. I mean, if I could do that, yeah.
I guess I'll just try to get this out of your dang head.
There, I'm Super Saiyan now.
My hair literally goes...
I got the DK look right now.
Well, that's what we're starting on. How's everybody doing tonight? I know I want to start off by saying, holy crap, thank you for your support on the Buzzbee Reaper video. I cannot thank you enough. That is a video that I legitimately thought was going to bomb hard. And it has like almost 3,000 likes. It got almost, we'll know in a couple of minutes, 23,000 views in one day, which is average for the channel, actually a little above average for the channel. I wasn't expecting that at all. I'm going to turn this donation goal off. Maybe we should have a new donation goal. It is a new month. I'm gonna end that, and I'm gonna do Paint Booth is next. We are very close to being done with the Dart Catch, and that will be a big addition to the channel. Sorry, 1 second, everyone. It's gonna be about, I want to say $400? Yeah. And we'll give that until 10... What's the last Saturday of October? 30th. Oh. Almost. I guess last year we did Halloween stream, didn't we?
Yeah, that's when we murdered the pumpkin.
Was that on Halloween?
No, wait.
It might have been, because this upcoming one's the 30th.
Yeah.
So Sunday will be Halloween. Which, is that good for kids now? I can't remember if I liked Halloween being on a weekend or a school day. It's a interesting thing. Your hair is almost as long as mine now. Seriously, Slater? You have some luscious locks. I just haven't cut my hair. I need to take it to a stylist. Mm-hmm. Can you mod the Ultra Pharaoh, mainly with bigger springs? You can. There's a kit from Worker that makes it awesome. I will have a video. That's actually the design, which was done by Slater, I might add. That awesome thumbnail is actually a shirt design that we will be launching, I think, next week. This week was a little bit tricky. I found out an issue. So I've been having a problem with the electronic target, which is why I haven't been using it that much. I thought I broke something. For those of you that don't know, I cut it open and hacked in a capture card into that digital target, something which was never supposed to be done. However, ever since I did that, I've been having issues with the target just blanking out and resetting, and I couldn't understand why. I finally figured it out because the target itself has USB ports on it, and I've been using those USB ports to power the capture card, and I just realized the little computer that's in that target can't output enough voltage, and it's screwing up. So I put the capture card on a normal USB brick, and it's been working fine. So finally fixed that. So that will be coming back, and then basically we're going to put that in the Dart Catch and build the Dart Catch basically around it. So that way we can shoot all day, all night, and not have to worry about darts being flown everywhere. There's a couple of upgrades I want to get beyond that. I need to have accent lighting behind the dart catch, and I also need to get curtains, like theater curtains, to cover up each wall of the shelving, so it's like a straight shot, looks nice. The problem is that's like $250, no joke. Curtains for all 20 feet by 10 feet or 12 feet is like $80 a pop, and I think I need almost 3 or almost 4 of them. I don't remember. They're pretty expensive, and then of course getting like LED lights and stuff that I can control. So there's quite a bit that we want to get done, and funds are the biggest thing. I'm going to be revamping. I've been writing it out in a text document. I'm going to be revamping Patreon, so it might be time to take a look at Patreon if you're interested in helping the channel further. For real, like, you got to think about how many regular fans do I have? If they were all on the docket for like $1 or $2, every single problem we'd have with money would be absolutely smashed. I mean, you got to remember, moving and everything took a colossal amount of money. Like, it's not, and then going immediately after that to Texas, which I never got really paid for that. My plane ticket there was covered, and like a couple of nights of, like, you know, my first couple of meals and stuff while I was with Jared were all taken care of, but the whole Modern Rogue thing and getting home was all on me. You don't need curtains looking to see how much cheap bed sheets are. You're not wrong, Clowny, by the way. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out. But I do want it to look nice because I'm going to be doing like a TikTok channel with that. I thought you were like telling me don't say anything. No. I'd like to gather feedback on that. Basically, I'm just going to take every single blaster I own and just do 1 minute like run through the target on TikTok. Just every blaster I can pretty much think of. And that would like give you an almost definitive idea of how blasters do what. So like if a jolt does better than X and so forth, that is that's my goal. But I'm waiting to get at least the dart catch done so I don't have to keep picking up darts off the floor. Tommy G, are you planning on heading up to Xavier's Arena to play games at all? I have never been invited, not a single time, and I'm fine with that. He will be going though. I guess there's one next week.
Yeah. But
no, I've never once been talked to, invited, nothing like that. So do with that information what you will. I mean, I might look into bed sheets, but I don't think that will be really as nice, Clowny. Has anyone painted the Reaper to look like the Atlas 45? I'm sure it's kind of been done, Justin, but I also don't think the Reaper really fits the Atlas 45 as closely as you think. My Select Fire, the Ultima Strife, is closer to an Atlas 45. That's like the one... That was from Advanced Warfare, I think. It's got to be like Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 3, and I want to say it's Advanced Warfare. Oh yeah, I have one of the Reaper reskins, specifically the blue one. What store was the blue one from? Probably Walmart. So Walmart, the Adventure Force Cell and Busby stuff is actually a recent development. I want to say 3 years. Any idea? This is Luchathor, by the way.
Hi.
He's been quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say about 3 years, maybe 4.
Give us a full show of your shore, Thanasa.
What am I doing?
Your shirt. That's Silver Fox Industries.
Yeah. There's that, and that.
On the back, it's got that super sweet logo.
See it?
I have one. The problem is I got super glue on it. The death of many of my shirts, believe it or not. Does the Busby Mech 12 have any rarity? Not really. When are you going to review the Dragon Power? I have all 3. I've done the firing footage. I have not done B-roll, and I have not done talkie points. We were planning on doing more of a filming day tomorrow, which is actually the reason Luce is here. But what wound up happening is that we're going to a game tomorrow with a friend. So that kind of took up our filming day. We will probably still get some stuff filmed, but that we aren't doing like a whole dedicated filming day tomorrow anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, Valor. Didn't know you could get red spectrums in store. Been in store since like the beginning of the year, I think.
I bought one, took it apart, and I don't know where it is.
It's true. I haven't seen. I remember you buying it. I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah.
Walcom, turbine or rapid strike? I think the turbine is cooler, but you have to mod the turbine. You have to mod the rapid strike too, to be fair.
Yeah.
And the rapid strike's easier to mod. The turbine is very difficult to mod. So, has anyone painted a Nerf Volt to look like the Phoenix Blaster from Terraria? Not that I know of. X Furry Lover
Aeon
X
Pro or Nexus?
donated $2 through Super Chat. Thank you very much. Aeon Pro or Nexus? I'm going with Aeon Pro.
Agreed. 1000%.
Aeon Pro is just a better blaster. It's got a bigger plunger tube, and it uses more standard springs instead of the long boy springs that you find that are becoming more and more common. The Aeon Pro uses the standard like long shot style spring almost, right? And those are much more moddable.
A short long shot spring, but yeah.
And I think you can also use like a retaliator spring, right?
I don't think so, because in the back there's a little hole, and that spring will pop out. So it has to be long shot sized.
Brain just thought of like putting that long boy super spring for the Swift, like the big boy spring, putting that in L-Chan. I wonder if that would work.
More science needed.
Maybe. Because the L-Chan also uses those long boy springs. But
plus, another thing I like about the Aeon Pro is you can delete the slack. And in a Nexus Pro, it's like you can't.
Oh god, I hate that slack.
Yeah, you can. If you want to use
like
only half
first
darts,
half of the breach where it just opens up and there's no spring load. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean you'd be using half lengths only, which is fine by me. But
yeah, that's I personally.
Allow me to assist with the paint booth.
McDoyle, I love you. I guess that's a great time to crack open a cold one with the Lucha.
Thank you.
We'll cheer to that. Holy crap.
So I am drinking Guinness cold brew stuff.
And I'm drinking, apparently, a peanut butter milk stout. Which smells amazing.
To McDoyle.
To McDoyle.
Coffee.
Holy crap, that tastes amazing. You're gonna like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna really oh my god. Ooh. Ooh. It's been a long time since I've had a stout, too. Thank you, McDoyle. I will explain the booth in just a moment.
I put the Nexus barrel into the Eon and put in a rival spring as well as the stock spring.
Thank you very much, Furry Lover. That is a thing you can do, apparently. Doubling up springs is generally not a good idea, but it can be done in specific circumstances. And I assume the Nexus barrel is longer than the Aeon Pro barrel, so you probably got a big boost of performance off of that as well. And also, thank you very much for the $5 for Super Chat. And Fallon, thank you very much for joining the channel via the YouTube subscription thing, which I rarely push. And honestly, I will be doing a lot more with that. I extremely apologize. I've kind of fallen completely behind of doing any auxiliary content, but I do have things coming. I know that's like the biggest cop-out answer, but obviously my production has been ramping up. So that will be taken care of. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You do get emotes for that, I should point out. And on top of that, every time you comment on one of my videos, not just the live stream, normal comments, you will have that dart next to your name. The longer you remember, the better that dart gets. So it starts off as the lowly elite dart, but it will rank up into the majestic, what McDoyle has, the crossbow arrow. So that's actually really cool. It makes your comments stand out really much when you're like just doing normal comments on videos, which you should be doing because that's engagement and it helps the channel. Which again, by the way, thank you so freaking much for your guys' support on the Busby Reaper video. I hate to be this, like to say this. Call to action feels bad. Every time I do it, it's like, oh, what a groan, blah, blah, blah. But every single time I have done it, the video has done well. I don't want to do it every video, but I'm going to try to do it like every couple of videos. I don't know what you guys feel about that. Almost 150,000 subs. You're not wrong. I think we're only like, we were like 40 subs away, but every single time I live stream, my sub count goes down. Oh, hey, it hasn't. We are like 27 subs away. from 150k. I heard you have real firearms. What guns? I'm not going to say that, because I don't feel comfortable telling you what firearms I own. I own a shotgun, I own a pistol, and I own a rifle.
500 Magnum.
That's true, he does have a 500 Magnum. Which costs more than I think all 3 of my guns combined. Times 2, even.
What did I get it for? 12... No. But yeah.
Is it an 8-inch barrel, I think?
No, it's a 10.5.
10.5-inch barrel.
It's a performance center.
I can't hit crap with it. I literally missed a blaster like 20 feet away. I like it more than I like the Desert Eagle, the 50 AE, just because I can actually grip the 500. And the recoil, honestly, in the 500 seems less worse than 50 AE. But, yeah, I can't really grip a Desert Eagle that well.
Yeah, it's the slide on the Desert Eagles. That with the big round, you're like, no.
Best darts are girth darts. Girth or nothing, girth dart. Hashtag girth dart. Nice wrench, yeah. Call to arms. It's called action. Is actually how that goes. 30-inch barrel and a 500 Magnum? No, he said 10.5. We need our day of Walcom and Lucha murdering bad Nerf blasters with real guns. We actually have. The reason why you never saw it is because YouTube is very, very sketchy strict with firearm content. And it's one of those things where I'm worried if I put any firearm content on my channel whatsoever, they're going to start misidentifying stuff. The shotgun, the buckshot video, got a hit with limited ads. It's one of the first videos I've had in years that got hit with limited ads. The reasoning, it was done manual review by YouTube, and they said because I was firing airsoft rounds at a person who was not wearing protective gear. They were, in fact, foam balls. I tried to argue it, but of course, they already made their decision, which sucked. That video got like 100K in like 4 days and then died, and I was wondering why it died. Holy crap, that's good. It's been a while since I've had a beer, just went like... I have an old bolt action 22 LR that used to put dinner on the table, my granny taunt. Bolt action 22s were really common back in the day. Their cricket is like the only one you can get nowadays, right?
I think so, yeah. That or some random...
Do you plan on reviewing the Nerf XL blasters? Yes, but I don't have them. They aren't out yet. The only one that we know of was the one that American Foam got, and he had to get it from somebody else who knows. We have no idea where that person got it, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yes, I will definitely be tackling those. I'm interested in the pump action one. I guess the 2 pump action ones. There's the big one that American Foam reviewed, but there's also more of a shotgun looking one that I'm kind of...
I just want the darts. I want to make a breech and a scar barrel for it.
You would. I'm actually... I think if anybody can do it, it's you. The guy who can find the most random things that fit together flawlessly. Actually, some Toys R Us stores in Canada have the big rig. Good to know. They were spotted in Canada. Good to know. Do you guys have Drake's Cakes on the West Coast? Not that I know of.
I've never...
96 watching, only 17 likes. It's at 54. That's still... Everybody watching should drop a like. I mean, we got 100 viewers right now, and only 54 likes. What the crap? Chicken has one and made a 5-foot elite barrel for it already and made a video for it. Interesting. Very interesting. Someone has one who's already doing a shotgun turret. Claims their prototype is a penta shotgun that hits the same performance as Mega XL darts did. I wonder, because like you saw the internals, right? Of the... I
don't think I did.
It's not as big of a plunger tube as you'd think.
Oh wait, yeah I did. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
If Walcom does a video of firing a boom dozer at Lucha, it's probably going to get flagged for firing live grenades at an unprotected person. You're not wrong with YouTube. But we'll do it anyway for the sake of Lucha. Hey Walcom, what Nerf blasters would you recommend for me? I'm on a pretty tight budget and I can't get super powerful things with the Rival or Dart Zone blasters. Adventure Force Vigilante. It's 20 bucks. Slamfire, 40 dart turret. Buttery smooth Slamfire.
Villainator.
Oh, did I not say Villainator?
He said Vigilante.
The Villainator, not the Vigilante. The Vigilante sucks. Okay, yeah, we already talked about that. Other than that, so like, what are we waiting on right now from NERF that we know? There actually was a lot of leaks recently. There was like some other Mega or Elite 2.0 blasters that we don't know anything about that weren't the flip. There was also a couple of Rival blasters, I believe. I thought Rival was dead. The weirdest part is we don't know anything about any more Ultra blasters, I don't think, or anything about any Hyper blasters at all, which is really concerning.
Yeah.
Are you going to get the Dart Zone Pro Mark III? I would assume I will. I'm not going to probably buy one. I don't think it's going to be the most expensive that they said. The Pro Mark III is going to be the most expensive one. And honestly, like, that's a tough nut to get like return investment on, especially when you know Drax's going to get it first since he pretty much works with the company. That's not great for, you know, me spending $200 and getting a fair review. And the problem with that stuff, like, I hope they send it to me, but if I spend $200 and only get a little bit of the money back on a blaster that, in all honesty, is, like, not for me. Like, I have blasters that hit way harder than a Dart Zone Mark III ever will. So, thoughts on rainbow mods? I don't know what you're asking. Like, rainbow catches? Frostix. Walcom, what do you think about Revice right now? Trailer had some stuff in it that made me really worried, especially the Shark Megalodon 69 transformation. That looked cringe as heck. And then the character is like really upbeat, which again reminds me of, if it's even a fourth of as bad as Saber, I'm going to be upset. I was interested in the driver, and then I found out it's literally an Etch-a-Sketch. I was like super excited for that driver because like you take the stamp and you put it on the driver on a screen and it makes an imprint of the stamp on the screen, but it turns out that's literally just it's Magna Ferret or whatever, the same stuff that Etch-a-Sketch uses. So I lost all interest in getting the driver. Hey, what's an Ultima Strike? The Ultima Strife, one word, Ultima, like Final Fantasy, Strife. It was my love letter to Strife builds. I shoved as much tech into a Strife as it could probably handle. The Mark III is just a stronger regulator minus TAC 6. It doesn't have burst fire. I wish it had burst fire. If it had burst fire, I'd probably pick it up. No joke. I was hoping it would have like select fire, ammo counting, like every single. I want a blaster that has like all the features built into one. Hello to Germany. When you say Ultima, I think of online. Yeah, that's a thing too. What do you think about Rival ending? I mean, I personally don't have like a huge fun thing for Rival. I actually messed up on my Helios review.
Oh, really?
I had the camera too far over, so it's not like centered and it looks ugly. And I also never finished it. I filmed the intro, like the normal part, then I filmed the shooting outside, and I got B-roll for it, but then realized I never finished the video, and also the first part that I shot was ugly. So I don't know if I'm actually going to put out that video now, but also I, surprisingly enough, did not like the Helix. I thought it was pretty bad, mainly because Hopper doesn't really work with Springers. Like, at all. Especially when it's, like, trying to do the curve thing. So one of my favorite parts about, like, the curve side swipe was the fact that you could, like, hold it, like, straight up, prime it, push it back forward, and you basically tomahawk around into the ground, and it's amazingly cool. It's absolutely awesome. Huge fan of, like, the side swipe being able to do that. Of course, the flex could also do it, but to a much less degree. It works with the Helix, but you have to like point it downwards, prime it, then point it up, which is not as good in my opinion. So, $200 for a non-burst fire flywheel is a non-starter. I don't know why Dart Zone isn't adding it. I'm assuming because it requires a computer, and they're not going to have a computer in this blaster. Should I build a Meeker 18 or Mark 28? I don't even remember which one is which.
Yeah.
Or a TKO. I love the TKO. The TKO is so good. What are your thoughts about the political stuff? Curtis, we're not going to talk about political stuff. We're a Nerf channel. My Rush 40 hopper works pretty well. It can. Mine's pretty hit and miss. What about yours?
Mine's still fine. I've only played with it a couple times, like an event.
Ammo's too expensive.
I bought the one bag of like 200, and I'm like, that's it for a while.
And probably lost most of those already.
Yep, you're not wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess Little Valentine has like their third-party hyper.
Yeah, Little Valentine came out with like third-party hyper. That is true.
Yeah.
So if you want some reasonably cheaper, honestly, they might even be better rounds. Who knows?
They're slightly smaller, I think, if I remember correctly, which is interesting. They still fire fine, but they look slightly smaller.
Huh.
So I think I need to do more research on that, but...
I hope BuzzBee sees your vid on the Reaper and re-releases the Reaper and the Sentinel. That would be great. They are... I have a weird feeling. So, Bob, who is a veteran in the hobby, commented that it's not up to BuzzBee to make the blasters. It's actually Walmart making the shots. Because basically BuzzBee says what they can make and Walmart picks to fit with their line. But BuzzBee doesn't only sell its stuff at Walmart. Maybe right now they only sell it at Walmart.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen an Air Warriors Tetra Shot or anything anywhere. And also, the Tetra Shot, Trigger Fire, and all those are vastly different than blasters we've seen from BuzzBee before. So he might be true, but that also doesn't make a whole lot of sense, because why would somebody from Walmart waste their time like that? But I could also see them like looking at like previous sales, like, oh, the Tactical Storm didn't sell enough, so we want you to go in this direction. I can also see that happening. I generally trust Bob, but I'm also one of those people that is like sus about everything. I always try to form my own opinions. So I'm mixed on it. It seems plausible, but I'm not entirely sure. What do you think about Select Fire Hyper Arrival? This is actually something I wanted to talk about with Project Build. I have never seen anybody do Select Fire Arrival. And I'm trying to figure out why. Because it technically could work, right? I don't know why it hasn't been done.
I think it would depend on like how the feeding mech is. Like if it's some full auto like the Prometheus or God help you a proton pack, that'd be hard to control certain rate of fire.
Yeah, I was going to use a proton pack for it.
Yeah, so...
Is it true that Walmart is coming out with an orange Dart Zone Mark II? Yes, online only. Is the Nerf Rampage Icon Series blaster? They didn't bring the Rampage in the Icon Series, did they?
I don't think so.
I'm almost certain they didn't. Oh, and thank you very much for the $5 super chat, Philly the Kid.
Walmart is coming out with an orange Dart Zone Mark II.
Yeah, it's an online only. They are having an orange pistol, but it's an online only order. If the Tetra Shot looks like a shotgun, it can be modded to work like a shotgun. It just doesn't have the air volume. You could change that with like a pump or like a compressor or something.
That aspect.
Man, you know, like killing the Judgment Day and grabbing that tank and everything like that and throwing that into the Tetra Shot. So you have that automatic shut off, and then you still have like, that would be... See, I've wanted to have a blaster like that for a long time, where it basically is like an ability you would use in like a video game, where it's like you pull it out and you fire it, but then you have like a 5 or 6 second cooldown until you could fire it again. Somebody was telling me there is you can get pneumatic activation switches, but I don't know what I'm looking for, because like nobody in the hobby, as far as I know, has ever really made something that works similar to what the Bazooka uses. Because the Bazooka has a pin that comes out of the back of the tank that hits a micro switch that shuts the system off. And I haven't seen that done on another...
I've seen it on a Mag Strike.
On the Mag Strike? Yeah, so they must have used... There are electronic pneumatic switches, but I've never messed with them.
Working on a new blaster system, using proprietary darts and an electromagnetic propulsion mech. Full auto but no motor noise, going good so far.
Did you read that?
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Proprietary darts is always a bad thing, though. That's one of the biggest problems with hobby, and just in general. People don't like proprietary darts, and they really, like most games, won't like you using proprietary darts for a variety of reasons. But power to you. Hope it works out for you. Yeah, Nerf did not make an Icon Rampage. Should I build a Zinc 2.0? I've heard the Zinc is an incredibly hard build.
I heard the 2.0 is a lot easier.
Oh, okay.
But
I thought the Zinc we got was the 2.0, but I'm obviously wrong. I might want to look for the Judgment Day, because I can pull the tank and stuff out of that without even trying.
And that one's the Judge, right? The big...
Yeah, the Judge. Okay. Yeah, it's not doing... To fix it would be so much work, which is why I've never finished it.
Yeah.
And also with Elite 2.0, or with Mega XL, it kind of defeats the entire freaking purpose.
Yeah.
They did add the Rampage to the... Like, what? There's no way.
Dude,
NERF...
That's such like a
Icon Rampage.
Well, it's Hasbro. I don't know if they messed it up.
No.
Yeah, it is.
There is zero... No, they did not. Yeah, they did not. And now that I think about it, the last time we had a Rampage re-release was the... Well, it would have been Icon Raider, first of all. It wouldn't be the Rampage. And second of all... the last release they had was the, I'm pretty sure the Sonic Ice one.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Like, I think the Elite Alpha Trooper's been reshelled more times than the Rampage, and the Rampage was a really popular blaster. Are you excited for the Flip 32? Kinda. I still like the idea of it. You should review the Dart Zone Max Striker. I'm supposed to be being sent one, but the guy from Dart Zone was out of the office this week. Favorite blaster to go with the Gecko? The Gecko's just a pretty capable sidearm. I need to get that pump crit file from Valor, because I really want to just finish off my Gecko and make my tiny primary. There are 5. The Stampede, the Element, the Mag Strike, the Spectre, and the Long Shot. That is true. Fallon donated $5. Kind of
random, but what's your guys' favorite retro console? Partial to the PS1 and the NES myself.
Where'd you go first?
The random... Was it the retro thing?
Yeah.
For me, personally, it's a hard one. It's between the N64 and the PS1, because my top favorite game... I have 2 favorite games, and it's on one on each console. So, Legend Dragoon, and then you have Majora's Mask on the N64, so it's very hard, but if I had to pick one, it would probably be the Nintendo 64.
Really? That's
that's very close. It's
like if you were locked into a room with access to only the library of each console.
Okay, that's different.
Because the N64 has a pretty bad library, all things considered.
Yeah.
There are games I cannot play. Mystical Ninja, Bomberman Hero, Bomberman 64, Bomberman 64 2 Second Attack, Goemon's Great Adventure. These are all amazing games for the N64. Blast Corps. Like, there's a lot of good games for the N64 that are locked to the N64. But the PS1's the PS1.
Yeah. Okay, so if I had access to the library, fine, barely. Dude, have you played Pocket Fighter? It's up.
Yeah.
I love that game. It's so adorable.
You're talking about, like, the actual fighting game, not puzzle?
Yeah, the actual fighting game.
Okay. They had one for the Neo Geo Pocket, I believe, that I played. I've never actually played the...
PlayStation 1. I have it, so...
Yeah, I've played Pocket Puzzle, or whatever it's called, Pocket Fighter, the puzzle game.
Yeah.
Which is like the gems and stuff like that, which uses the same sprites and stuff from Pocket Fighter.
Yeah, it's super adorable, because every time someone attacks, they change costumes. It's like, why?
Oh wait, no, maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Is that not the Street Fighter one?
It is a Street Fighter.
Okay. Then I don't know.
And then Blasto, of course. That game's hard.
Blasto. It's not a very good game, but I know what you're talking about.
But I love it.
Oh, there's so many good PS1 games. See, so my problem is, I'm either stuck between the Super Nintendo, the PS1, but if you give me the option, it's the PS2 all day, every day. I think the PS2 is the greatest console ever made.
Ew, you're right. That is
the PS2 is just the best.
No, but it's technically retro now.
Yeah.
Ew.
Well, freaking Linus Tech Tips like 5 years ago was like, the Xbox is a classic console, and I about like went, what? No, the PS2 is just the best. I'm sorry. There's no other console that like would even remotely compete with the PS2.
Yeah.
There's a game for everyone in like every genre on the PS2, and if you were to lock me in a room with a PS2, I'd be like, okay, let's play all the Suikoden's, let's play all of the Disgaias, let's play all the Final Fantasies, let's play all of the Mana series games that are on it, all of the .hack games, the Valkyrie Profile sequel I've still never played, Valkyrie Profile Samaria, I think, or something like that. I've never even played it. I just remembered that it existed. And it's like, oh, all the good games, all the Twisted Metals, all of the Gran Turismos, Ape Escape, all the good games for the PS2. I could go on forever. Best console of all time. A handheld PS2 would make my dream, man. Like, I know Sony's, like, done, but they would be so smart to release an app for your phone and then also release a simultaneous console that basically just has internal memory and goes to the Play Store and downloads, like, all of the... Basically like a Vita 2, but it, like, is almost all digital. And it's just so you can play old games that you bought, like all the PS1 and PS2 games that you bought on the Play Store, and then just keep adding a bunch of games to it and stuff. Like, you could resell, like, oh, here's the entire series for, you know, .hack for $20, all 4 games. Like, stuff like that would be amazing. I know this is a Nerf channel, but man, I'm super passionate about that. I love the PlayStation 2. Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter,
Never played Sly Cooper.
Freaking the robot, Lombax. Oh my God, what the Ratchet and Clank? Thank you. Siphon Filter. It just goes on and on. Killzone. Yeah, that was on the PS1 or PS2. It was a really good looking PS1 2 game. Someone made a hand. Yes, freaking Ben Heck made a handheld PS2 back in the early 2000s. That's not the point.
Yeah,
I know there's actually a place where you can like buy one on Etsy for like $800. No, thank you.
Yeah.
My Steam Deck will be cool because it should be able to do a lot of that. I would hope.
Yeah.
Hey, Foxy Plays.
Really random. I forgot. I bought the 3 Burger King games for the Xbox. It was like $10.
I've only ever played the kart racing one.
Yeah, that's one of them. But it's
Yeah.
all 3 of them, and so
I've seen Sneak King.
That's why I saw it. And it was on Amazon for like $10 for all 3. So I'm like, oh,
That's nice.
so that'll be fun to play.
Resident Evil 4. I think the
Oh, yeah.
PS2 version is like one of the worst ports. Oh wait, no,
Nah.
it runs worse than the GameCube one,
But they
but it's
added
also
more.
on one disc, and they added like the extra story with what's
They
her
added a
face.
500 Magnum.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it's called.
I'm
the
still
hand
waiting
cannon.
for the VR one coming out.
Oh.
I'll let you play it when
Yeah,
it gets
I'm
here.
gonna play it.
Yeah. Kind of back to Nerf. What if there's a Lego Nerf blaster? I mean, why would they do that though?
Yeah, I'm the one person on the planet that isn't a fan of Lego. I'm just like, it exists.
Yeah, I know. I
So
really
it's
like
like-
Lego, but I don't like it as much as some other people. That's for sure.
And to be fair, Connect's tried, in a sense.
I don't know what to tell you with that one. Connects are garbage.
Yeah, but you know, it's you can build it, so that's the thing I'm getting at. But I bought one of those brand new from Toys R Us
How many?
back in the day,
What connects?
like the Connect's blasters, like one of the first ones.
Oh! I forgot those existed. I still don't. I need to get the Strife one. Crap. They're probably really expensive now.
Probably.
Oh, see, I got out of Lego when I started getting into Gunpla. So, how many 3D printers or 3D printed blasters have you designed? Well, 0.
0.
I've been thinking about it, to be perfectly honest. I don't do any more reviews on Roblox blasters. They mostly all suck. I do have the Shark Seeker, which I still have not even unboxed.
Yeah.
And I might not unbox it. I don't know how you feel about that, because you're the one who bought it.
That's whatever.
We might want to be able to retire on that in 2 years. Because some kid's going to want that code. He's like an oil baron tycoon son. Nobody's hating on Lego. We just don't really like it as much. Honestly, if you were like, do you want to play with Lego or Gunpla? I'd be like, I want to build Gunpla all day, every day. Gunpla is an amazing hobby. We need to just sit down and build Gunpla one day. Is there a kit that you've been looking at getting?
No, but I have that Rayquaza I need to get painted, remember? I know it's kind of not the same, but
Pokepla.
I still got that one. I was eyeballing it. I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, but you know Gundam.
Yeah. The only one I want is like that old Gurren Lagann one, which nope.
That's not Gundam!
I know. I'm just saying.
There's gotta be a mobile suit out there that you like.
Oh. Maybe. We'll look it up later.
No, say a suit! Say a series!
I never watched Gundam.
I thought you had!
No, that's why I
You've
keep
literally never watched a
No,
Gundam?
you showed me clips. You're like, you haven't watched Gundam, and you show me like a 9-hour clip. I'm like, what is this? Why
I
that
need
guy
new
explode?
friends.
Why that guy explode? And you're like, I want this one. You show me it's like $900 on eBay. Hold on.
Man, get him a 00 riser. Actually, the high grade 00 riser was one of the best kits. It was like a $13, $15 kit that had so much stuff and movable parts and everything like that. I got one for Kelly and she loved it. That's what got her into Gunpla. Remember Zoids? I love Zoids. I have a Liger Zero model. And I want the freaking... I desperately want, if you want to make Walcoms Day, he wants the Panzer unit for the Kotobukiya Liger Zero. Oh god, that would make my day. It'd make my month. Make my year. Make my 2021. I wanted this so badly. G Gundam was my entry point. I was a lot of people. So same with Wing. I can't believe you never saw. Man. See, it's like, where do you start with Gundam? I don't know. Whatever one you like, really. You can't really go wrong. We should just need to sit down and watch a decent Gundam at some point. I henceforth disown Luchathor, and he's the one who made your Lucha. Hold on, I could pin it to the chat.
Oh god.
I pinned it to the chat last time, but I can do it again. There we go. Pinned it to the chat. It takes a little bit. Do you still have the Panther shotgun still? Yes, I do. See? Luchathor Corpse. We have sold 0 of them so far. You played No More Heroes 3 yet? No, because I haven't had money. I really want to, trust me. I was actually looking, because I need to finish Travis Strikes Again. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll finally finish that game, because I think I was like halfway through it. And then I was like, I bought this on the cartridge? And so I walked out of our kitchen, or living room where we have all the games, and sure enough, I have a box for No More Heroes. Open up, the cartridge isn't in there. It's not in my Switch. I don't know where the cartridge is. I found every single other game. Couldn't find Travis Strikes Again. It's like, man. But I'm sure I'll play it eventually. I've managed to avoid any spoilers so far. You can show him Seed first. Yeah, start him off wrong. Yeah, Seed sucks. Ever looked at Impact 498 blasters on Etsy? I have a Lightning Bug. It's a very good blaster in my opinion. It just, I can't get a full video out of Lightning Bug, which is why I haven't done a video on the Lightning Bug yet. Kit Bash is the way. This is true. Oh, hi. Nice to see you, Commander Wolf. Alright, Coney. Have an excellent night. Love you. Seed was my first Gundam. I mean, I remember seeing the first episode of Seed, and then I don't remember what part I was at, but I just remember the girl with the pink hair taking like 3 episodes to get dressed. I mean, which was pretty cool when I was like 12. I hated Double Zeta. Yeah, Double Zeta is hard to watch. Apparently it's good, but I don't know. I don't like Jude or whatever his name is. To be fair, I don't like Zeta either. I hate Camille.
I'm gonna open that window for a crossbreed.
Yeah, I'm trying. What dart shotguns look good in a Borderlands Jacob paint scheme? All of them.
Jacobs are hurt? I like Jacobs.
Camille's the best Gundam pilot to me. That may be true, but he's really annoying. That's my opinion. Have a good night, Tucker. Would you make a Springer or Flywheel blaster if you designed a 3D printed blaster? Man, I don't know. Probably Flywheeler. It's easier to work on.
The one in my head, Flywheeler.
Any Zeta was awful. I know. I think Char carried, what is his name in that show? Quanta, whatever. That carried Zeta. That's where that amazing meme of him, like, I came to laugh at you, came from. But have you considered Springer? I just don't know what I'd do with a Springer. I don't think there's anything that I would do that hasn't already kind of been done.
Exactly. There's so many good designs out right now.
The skewer is ironically like the most advanced, like it's an old school design reimagined, and it was at like the perfect time where people were kind of just pumped action out.
Yeah.
break action jolt. This is true. I would love to have a like break action, kind of like yeah, that new foam night blaster or whatever. Doesn't that prime on the break action?
Mm.
But it's like kind of poopy.
The one thing I don't like about it is when you break it to whatever, the trigger goes with it. So like if your hands like fingers there, you're like, oh, whoop, okay, I'll cut it off.
Yeah, just cut your finger off. Is a $16 Apollo worth it? I would argue no.
Depends which one.
Like, are you talking about the the Boba Fett?
Yeah, pretty much. That's like
I don't have one of those.
That or the I guess if you really want the little Walmart camo one.
I have one of those. Do you think Nerf will ever make a short dart blaster? No. I don't think they will, ever. They have too much pride. They didn't invent it, so they're not going to play with it. Quite welcome, Jonathan. I mean, we're not really doing a whole lot. That's kind of the problem, was we were like, what do we do for the stream? And none of us could really come up with a good idea. And we've been kind of running around all morning and everything like that.
We murdered some pizza earlier, so...
Did murder the crap out of some pizza. And then the wife was saying she was cooking today, so she's like, I was going to bring home Chinese food. I was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing right now. But she got stuck at work for an extra 2 hours. They stopped cooking Chinese at like 5.
Oh.
Has Luchathor made any new mods? Show off your pistol, buddy.
Which one?
Your revolver. Your Fortnite.
Oh, yeah. Does this count?
One of the best soap mask paint jobs I've ever seen. No joke. So, what makes this interesting is it has a rear loading cut into it.
Here's a dart.
Yay! So we can go... This is gonna be super obnoxious to do. You can rear load it. And then you have to skip a turret, which is super annoying. But it's a beautiful freaking paint job. Like, he did an amazing job. One of the best soap masks I have ever seen.
Thank you.
Is the reason we don't get a lot of break action blasters the seal at the break? Yeah, kinda, I think. And I think from a company standpoint, it's hard to make those, like, kid safe. Ooh. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. It's kind of how it went. We were going to get taco truck, and then the taco truck had like 15 people standing in front of it.
Yeah.
Then we were going to do... We were planning on driving a little ways away.
And that didn't happen. We're like, no.
Then we're like, pizza.
You want to talk about this?
Oh! God. So, this is not what I expected when we... This was the whole reason why we stopped to get pizza. These are those, M&M cookie dough brownie things from Little Caesars. And they are not at all... Like, I think Homely really talked these up. I was expecting, like, brownie bottom, cookie dough on top with M&M pieces baked or fried or whatever. And it turns out it is not that. It is a, like, freaking, like, one of those, what is that? It's like one of those cosmic brownies, but with, like, the cookie dough looking stuff is a frosting.
Yeah.
And they're honestly just kind of okay.
Yeah.
Was not worth the calories at all.
Yeah. I didn't finish mine.
What is your opinion on the Devil's Nerf Network, whatever he calls it? I'm sorry, don't remember. Milon's concept pistol. Looks interesting. I got a couple of... I'm actually, I think, going to be getting one. Somebody is sending me one for me to do a video on, because I just finally got a photon. The photon, I swear to God, they talked about sending it to me in January. In April, they sent me a message saying that it got mixed up and that it would be going out soon. And I did not get mine until literally September. And so I finally have a photon like months after other people have reviewed them, which is like super like And then on top of that, there's a lot of problems with it. There is a lot of problems with the photon. Can you hand me that? Like, is it handy?
I can assemble it.
I want to, like, without even assembling it.
Okay.
Mine hits about, like, 50 to 80 FPS on a good day. And I think the thing that upsets me the most, there's a couple of things. Thank you, buddy. Starting off is the fit and finish is, I don't know if you can see like that. Like, that's not great. It's not really that great at all. The trigger is awful. Really, really bad. Like, can you hear that? And then the thing that ticks me off the most, now I actually might have to assemble it to some degree.
Yeah, I think we need the bottom barrel too.
I actually don't need the barrel in it.
Oh, okay.
Can I put it together without the barrel in?
Because it's like a guide.
No, that's fine. So here's how the blaster goes together, and here's the locking lugs for their holster. Do you see the problem? Like, please tell me you can notice what the problem is. There's no way for both of those locking lugs to work. Like, it's like a completely different piece. And, like, it's really cool. It has, like, my logo and stuff on the grip, but it's... man. Like, that's not cool. Because, like, this is supposed to be, like, you would expect... I hate to say this, but it's kind of a loaded thing. You send this to a reviewer to do a video on. And it's like, I would assume you would, like, test it a little bit. And it doesn't... It feels like, honestly... there's a lot of stuff I do like about it. I'm not a fan of the design, but, like, the magwell is huge, so it's really easy to reload. The magazine release is awesome, in my opinion. You're amazing. Thank you. It's this backstrap piece. Like, you can't press it from the top. It only presses from the bottom. And while that means you can't really do one-handed reloads, it's really easy to go like that. And I think that's great. I think that's amazing. And the way that it kind of breaks apart, like, I don't really see the logistical reason for that, but, like, here's the switches. Everything's kind of set up. And the battery came with it, which is kind of nifty cool. And it came with extension cables, because it's not meant to be removed, because the cage is screwed in on top of it. Like, there are things to like, but the performance is god-awful. The trigger is awful. The fit and finish is pretty bad. The print quality is not bad, I would say. It's okay. I've seen worse, but I've also seen much, much better from several different people. There's a lot of ifs and whys. So, like, there's things that they're doing, and to be a completely subjective note is I don't like this design at all. Like, I hate it. Other people like it. I can't stand it. I can be objective about that and say it's not for me. But, yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting one right now, which kind of sucks.
Unfortunately, I've seen 3 photons in person, and in my opinion, like, all of them are like this. And it breaks my heart, because it's cool. Like, I'm with Cameron on this, where I'm not a fan of the sci-fi aesthetic, but I know people that are, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'll never knock it. It's like, oh, the aesthetic's not for me. That's fine. That's a gray area.
And another thing that got me is that it's not solenoid or something.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
I don't know. Your mileage may vary. I can't even get this out, whatever. I will still do a video on it, but, again, it's another one of those blasters where I could never do a full 8-minute long video on just it. So, I don't even know where half this crap goes. Just get in there. Yeah. I will be doing a video on it. I've got the Fenris, which is a pretty awesome pistol, and then also that Devil Z pistol coming. I'll just do all 3 in one video.
That's a good idea.
So,
Why, Google? Shut up.
I kind of like it, is what you said. I mean, it's not for everyone. It looks like a Star Trek kind of thing. Yeah, I can see that. It reminds me of like some old like Power Ranger, like tokusatsu Japanese like beam thing. It's not me. Like, even if you were like take the old style space ray looking thing with like the little rings and the long, you know, that I would still be like, that's not my aesthetic.
Yeah. Like
it's for somebody, I'm sure. But
if I really wanted one, I would get Borderlands and get the Hyperion, like black, golden with like the red stripe, and then have the logo on the side. I think that'd look killer. But again, I'm not.
The things they show all this silhouetted on the side of the box look way cooler. Like, they look awesome.
Yeah, the Oculus box looks.
Like, these look way freaking cooler. I don't know about you. There's something about the weird, like, triangle muzzle that just doesn't do it for me. Hey, Walcom, what would you recommend for a site for a Nexus Pro? Find a cheap red dot on Amazon. Dun. Should I buy an Apollo with a pump kit from Worker and a Battle Spring? No, I wouldn't. You're spending a lot of money on a blaster that doesn't need any of it. It's a Whitney 22. Have I seen that Forgotten Weapons thing? I mean, I know like the Gyro Jet, Whitney 22. No, I know what you're talking about now. Those look better, in my opinion. Because those are like the classical, like, rounded sci-fi. That thing's like it's one of those things where when I look at the weapon, like, let's assume that in universe it is a weapon. It's one of those things where it's like the way you can tell like a good firearm design from a bad firearm design is why would the weapon be designed this way? That is one of the reasons why a lot of people like firearm analog for Nerf blasters, like it or not. There's a reason why we stick with these designs. There's a reason why some designs are better than others, because they've been kind of tried and tested and they work. And some of the best blasters, like the best grips and stuff like that, are mimicking firearms. That's not to say that we've cracked the code. It also doesn't mean that there are good designs that have been unpopular, that have died into obscurity. But, like, the difference between, like, a sci-fi thing is, like, looking at it is, like, is this, what was, in universe, why was this gun designed this way? And when I look at the Photon, I'm like, this thing's just a mess. You know what I mean? Like, there's no real design on it that makes me go, like, oh, it was done this way because. In the Photon's case, it's like, it looks like it was done that way to be an iconic design. I don't know. I don't know what the thing, it's like some comic or something it comes from. I have no, like, maybe if it was like, it could be like a stupid, like, Kamen Rider thing. And I would probably be like, oh yeah, that's rad as heck, even though it's a dumb Kamen Rider thing. But when it's like of a world or a piece of fiction that I'm not, like, interested in, per se, you lose those points immediately. There are, like, I have that Power Rangers sword somewhere that is, like, super cool. I didn't know what it was from. And it turns out, like, I was like, oh, this has to be, if it's from, like, Power Rangers, it has to be a Japanese. Like, no, it was a Hasbro original, or not Hasbro, Bandai original for actual Power Rangers, not Super Sentai, like the Dragon Control sword or something like that. It's one of the coolest, like, sword designs I've ever seen. Love it. It's the one that folds and extends and does all the cool stuff. Love it. Like, sometimes those can work. Other times, it's the same thing, like, seeing a sword in, like, Final Fantasy, and you're like, why is the sword, like, Keyblade.
Yeah, Keyblades, yeah. They went a little too hard on, hey, it looks like a key.
Yep. It really depends. Like, there are ones, like, when you fight the Lingering Will or whatever, Terra in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
It is like, that doesn't look like a key anymore. What he's wielding doesn't look like a key.
You've seen the ultimate weapon in Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, you've shown it to me.
So, it's beautiful, but it's not a sword or a keyblade.
Warhammer Blaster. See, I'm not, like, super into Warhammer, believe it or not. It's not quite my thing. I know of a couple. Everything I know about Warhammer is from, like, Mandalore videos, to be honest. Did you know that with a Dremel and some epoxy putty you could make a Nerf ballistic knife? I don't think you're skipping some steps there. You guys excited for the Dart Zone Pearl Mark III? Not really. For you guys, I am, because it's going to be a great flywheeler for new people.
Yeah, exactly. But
Not
like
for me.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm a good fan.
It's like I have 2 FDLs. Like, oh god, like the pistols that we're getting.
Yeah.
So excited for those.
Yeah.
I do hope those get here next. There's no chance, but I do hope they get here next week.
Yeah, if they do, I'm gonna do a Goku and just be like, just teleport.
Unbox them and be like, oh, hey, they're here. Hey, Jose, you're like, boop.
Oh yeah, the bridge version just. Hi.
Is a scar bearing necessary for the gecko? No.
Wait, a scar barrel? Yeah, no, the barrel's...
For the gecko? No.
Yeah, the air volume's too small for that.
Actually, now that you mentioned it, I have that Rainbow Owl barrel, and I think that has a scar barrel built into it.
Oh, okay, that's different then. But yeah.
Would you want to grab it? It's in...
Where is it?
It's, see the packages on the right? In the bins? See the middle row to the right? Does a rival takedown look good in Maliwan or Jacob paint jobs? You have to answer this.
I heard Borderlands.
Yeah.
What a what now?
Would rival takedown look good in Maliwan or Jacob's paint job? I don't know.
It depends what you're going for. Like,
Which
for
one of
safety
them?
colors.
Isn't Maliwan more of like a future tech pistol or future tech kind of thing? Yeah.
Their colors primarily like teal, orange, and black. And Jacob's, it's either like all silver or
Wow. Goes beyond.
oh, or you could go like the gold with like the floral patterns all over it. So it kind of depends. Me personally, I would just go Maliwan because that's a little bit easier.
Oh.
Plus you can go be extra and put like LEDs in it.
Oh god.
It got stuck perfectly.
It's actually pre-strung.
Oh, nice. Oh,
I didn't know that. I've never actually taken this out.
That's neat.
Dare we try to put this in a gecko?
Do you know where your gecko is?
Yeah, it's up there on the wall.
Oh my god, you found it!
I did! I still can't find my
What?
Lepus.
I didn't know you found it. That's awesome.
Still can't find the Lepus, though.
Love the content. The 30-day countdown for the Star Wars Ambon from Mandalorian has begun. Any hot takes?
Yeah, I can't change the shipping address on mine.
Oh.
Amazon won't let me change the shipping address.
That
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I hate realistic firearms design, but man, the gecko is... Oh. Love it.
Good luck with that. Oh, I have actually my...
No, I have my whole set somewhere.
Here's mine.
Okay, well, you have yours handy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how to take this thing apart. It's been a while. I need a Phillips head, too.
Okay. No! Oh, she's dead.
I'm interested to see how it turns out, but I'm also, like, worried that I'm going to have to drive 2 hours to pick mine up.
You said, Phillips?
Yeah, a pretty decent-sized one. I mean, mine's around. All of my tools are around. I've used all of them.
Yeah, but... Like, I know where my stuff is, you know what I'm saying? Bam. Not good enough?
It's big enough.
Okay.
Is that big enough? Yeah, baby.
I brought you this for the screws. Oops. None broke.
Why does it swing around? Why doesn't it lock into place? Legit question.
I don't know, man. I'll go talk to employees Monday, alright? Oh, Tuesday. Sorry.
Do I even
Monday.
have to remove this? I'm actually trying to figure out if I need to. Yeah, it's like the only part I have to remove, right?
I don't know. I've never put together a gecko.
It's been a while since I've taken mine apart. Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Brain just goes all over the place. I can get it.
That's fine. It's gonna move over here, so...
Wasn't the Mando rifle going to be a GameStop thing? No, I'm pretty sure I bought mine on Amazon because I wouldn't have to pay for it up front.
Yeah, because I think it's also on Hasbro Pulse, right?
Yeah, maybe it was on GameStop, but as far as I know, that company's dead.
That's true. But also the
Hey, Gilded Pirate.
even the pulse rifle's available on GameStop, I think. So
Is it really?
I think so. I'm not 100%.
Yeah, I feel like I just took that apart for no reason. How do I take out the barrel?
Like that.
Hopefully the new one goes in goes in and stays in, eh?
Yeah.
I can't look through solid matter yet, apparently. Ah, yeah, I can see. Oh, there's a big, hefty boy gap in there. Okay. I guess we just took off the slide for no reason. What is the youngish nerfer? What is best for a youngish nerfer? DZP Mark II, Spring Thunder, or Gecko? I mean,
How
they're all
young.
different things.
Yeah.
And also, it depends on young. 13, you're fine. If you're under that, I wouldn't get a blaster like that.
Yeah.
So my Gecko is hitting like what? 130 to 150 before.
I think so, yeah.
I'm hoping this is still pretty hot.
Yeah. It's 300. What?
Let's see how this works.
Oh, let me get you some darts while you're doing
Uh,
I have that Wii Sportsman stuck in my head.
do I take off the tape?
No.
Well, I can't slide the barrel. I
I don't like that.
I need a
I don't like that at all.
I need a drat. Yeah. I have a feeling this is going to lower my FPS because, from what I've seen, my Gecko is one of the better ones. Seemed okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's super cool looking.
Yeah.
I'm also going to get shot if I use this in public.
Yeah.
What do you think? I also can't test the seal on blaster anymore. I had 100% air seal.
Yeah.
We also have springs.
That's not the right one.
I know it's supposed to be glued, but mine wasn't glued, and I had a perfect air seal, so suck on that one. RMP5, RMP8, return slide.
Oh, I forgot that's a thing now.
So what's the return slide?
It goes on the front of the barrel so that when you pull it back, you can let it go and it'll go forward, so it'll make sure it's a nice seal.
Where?
Inside, I think, around the barrel.
Oh! Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we're just gonna do a deep dive, because I also have that Alkit's,
The what?
over the- I went like that? You're freaking out on me?
Yeah.
I have that machined plunger head. It's in the other bag. And we'll test the spring at the same time. Because what spring? I just have a random spring in here.
This one?
Is there an orange, what looks to be Gecko plunger head in there?
I think so. I don't remember what the Gecko thing is like. Yes.
Probably pretty close. Yep, that's it.
Okay. So bandsaw, right?
So, bandsaw. Not that mine's been bad. It's actually been really good. Thank you.
Huh?
I'm like, I've taken this blaster apart so many times, and then all of a sudden I have no idea how this blaster goes together and apart. It's amazing how stupid the human brain makes you feel. XL boom dozer when it turns into a hyper-firing shotgun. Yes, literally everybody. Everybody was talking about making the thing a shotgun. Here's the thing. From what we can tell, the plunger tube in that blaster is no different than like a cyclone shock and stuff. So technically, it should be basically a cyclone shock with pun passion, which, with the right cylinder, could be pretty cool. But it's not going to be, as far as I can tell, a new thing.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Joel King. Lucha broke the chair. You didn't break the chair, right?
No, it's fine.
You didn't break my chair, did you?
It's fine.
Cost me like a whole $46. Favorite type of shotgun is a dart blaster. Break action. I'm more of a fan of break action. I like my visually interesting reload and shoot. This. I am not a fan of this. It's cool that you have them all in one place.
Yeah, I need to buy another one of those like screwdrivers with like the removable little bits. That's what I used to have, but I lost it, and luckily
You need one that's like super long boy. Did they make a super long boy one?
Probably.
That would be super useful. Hey, Amajiki. Should have had the other camera set up. I technically do have the other camera set up.
Poor Eradicate.
Eradicate, you're gonna sit up here.
Oh, no! Help!
I'm gonna have what is essentially a crotch camera, almost.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. So people can see what the heck I'm doing a little bit better.
Oh.
Show us the Ultra Zero you made. I actually have no idea where it is. Is it up there? I don't think it is.
I think it's over here somewhere.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's like I said, I have no actual idea where it is.
Oh, it's right here, chat.
Got him!
Got him!
Okay. So this should just come off. Okay.
Oh, and you can actually... Wait.
I think I still have to take stuff off, though.
Yeah.
Do I really? Not a fan.
Don't you just take the front off, like the orange bits, and it...
Probably. Doing a full disassembly because I can. I don't think I could do a whole video on this. I tweeted you about this. Well, that was your first mistake, because I literally don't use Twitter. I post on Twitter, but that's using the share function in YouTube. I do not post on Twitter, because Twitter sucks. The NERF Ultra Select is kind of like the Warden. The rev trigger is trash. That's fixable, and also that's not like the Warden. After using it a while, the rev trigger gets stuck and hard to push down. 3 out of 3 broke. I have had 0 issues with mine, and none of my friends have had issues with their. And also, it's a rev trigger. It's completely changeable to... Like, that's not comparable to a Warden, which breaks and is literally unfixable. What is the best Nerf gun to mob? The Night Finder. Definitely. Chat has gone on stream. That's fine. It was covering up heads anyway. Does it need to be on the screen? I feel like there's a better way to do this.
Yeah, probably. Where was your gecko?
What?
Where was your gecko?
It was in a box that was on the deck, just random. And I did look around to try to see if I could find the Lepus, because I can't find my Lepus. I'm so certain this is not what I do. Everything in my brain is saying, dummy, you don't do this. What would you like to see from a Dart Zone Pro line? Break action, shotgun, or lever action? That would be the best. Lever action Pro Blaster with an internal tubular magazine. If they could somehow crack the code. Like maybe short darts can handle, like, or even like an RSCB style tube. Like with a, there's got to be some way of doing it. What did I just drop?
The catch.
Well, at least that didn't go anywhere. Are there any half-dart drum mags? There was a 3D printed one. I have the files. I've actually printed out everything for it. I just have to put it together. But since I moved, I don't know where any of the parts went. Okay. Is this... What are you trying to accomplish on that gecko? I am trying to replace the plunger rod. Okay, that did literally nothing. I told you, my brain was telling me that every single thing I was doing
Does
right
it
there.
just slide out? Oh, maybe if you take the barrel out.
I completely forgot.
Take the barrel out and the thing will pop out, probably. That's kind of what it's looking like.
It was hard enough to get it on there. It's compressing a spring. Alright.
Okay.
So that way we didn't have to take the barrel out, and now I can just grab this, which was all nice and perfect. This one doesn't have an O-ring or anything on it, does it?
No.
Oh boy, or a plunger pad.
Yeah.
But it is very nicely machined, as that is a thing. This is Fetworth's work, I believe. Technically, I might be able to get more compression, and thus more pop.
Yep.
I have to somehow remove this O-ring, which really does not feel like it wants to go. We have a flathead.
No.
We're doing pretty okay, Nate. I mean, I can't speak for Lucha. I should have all of my screwdrivers over there on the right-hand side of the bins. Is there not just a bunch of screwdrivers hanging out somewhere? How are you doing, Lucha? You ate everything yet?
Not yet. That'll be... Yes.
Oh, yeah. This really feels like it shouldn't happen. Sorry. Oh, hey, look at that. It doesn't make a seal anymore.
Springer life!
Not to mention, I actually don't like springers. There's so many times in my life I don't like working on them. Hey, Beth friend.
No.
I mean, I can go do it.
Or what?
The lube.
No.
The canister that's on the table over there where I was filming. No, I wanted to use the thin stuff, but thank you.
Why is it open? Oh.
Been getting some lemon blaster reviews and spilled over to here. Oh, did you get something bad? What? What were you like? Oh, did I leave it open?
Yeah. No, yeah, but one, yeah. But two, I forgot you're using that stuff too. It's so good, right?
Yeah, but now mine's like empty.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, I probably have to go after you.
I shall return.
Good. I added a little bit too much. Man, this is going to be fun to put back together. I added a little bit too much Teflon tape. Can we get that off without ruining the Teflon? Favorite stand in JoJo? Oh, oof. I actually don't know the answer to that question. There's a lot of good ones. Bad Company? I like Bad Company. Alright. Well, thank you very much, Eddie. Okay. So I'm assuming that if nothing breaks, that should be better. Now, the question of the day is... Well, this is their... I don't actually know which spring is better. I'll go with the rainbow spring. I'm just going to trust them. Who made the gecko? This one was printed out by Valor, but the original designer is Adrian. Oh, I have to try to rip that barrel out again. I got it. Hopefully I can still get a seal. So we're going to have the return spring mod because, sure. You're already back?
Yeah.
You're like...
I just peed on the car. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say... This chili cheese monster Slim Jim is pretty okay. I'd get it again. Quickly. We must
Is that the catch, young man?
Yeah, probably. Look, man. It's been a day, okay?
You know what this calls for?
Another bang.
Oh, no. Oh, no! I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm all washed up.
This one's bottom.
So probably the closest I'll ever get to... Wait, what? Is there supposed to be that much of the barrel sticking out? Why do I feel like something's off here?
You didn't push all the way forward.
Huh?
You had to kind of push it. Oh, the orange bit, remember?
Yeah, but I didn't think it was that thick. Oh no. Oh no, that does not work well with my... Oh no. I have a feeling that's not going to turn out really well for me. Oh no. What does Rainbow use for a guide? Because my guide is too... That won't work. That 100% will not work. There's too much friction on that spring on the brass. I can't use their spring. I think the one I was using is stronger anyway. What are you boys eating for dinner tonight? That is an excellent question. We do have leftover pizza. There was an odd chance to get Chinese food. Other than that, we're kind of open for anything.
Yeah.
Why? What are you suggesting, McDoyle? We were going to get the taco truck, then we were going to get... Oh, God.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Yeah. And I think this one's... I don't know. It's... The shorter one is the new one.
It's kind of hard to tell. They're both comparable.
I'm going to go for the longer one now that we have more compression.
Yeah.
I mean, the longer one also works fine.
Yeah, let's say.
I was just curious. I do Chinese and give them a choice. I would love to be able to get teriyaki, but that's because I like it. The one time we ate at Mana, you got something weird. You didn't just get teriyaki.
I don't remember what I got.
You got like...
Oh, was it Mongolian beef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have just got like teriyaki beef.
Yeah, I guess.
Problem is, like, dinner for two at Mana is like, what, $40-something. It's really good, though. It's some of the best teriyaki I've ever had. There's another place, there's like a weird, like, corner store about 2 miles that way, in the middle of effing nowhere. They make pretty darn good teriyaki, but it's like one old dude in the back just cooking it, it takes him like 25 minutes per order, and it's also like $18 for a to-go thing, and it's not very much food. Where's Dr. Flux at? That's actually a question. He said he was going to come over and then didn't. But that's kind of on point. He probably got looped into something.
Maybe.
How's he doing? He's doing good. As far as I can tell, he's doing much better this month than he was last month. I usually get sesame tofu, pork fried rice, and steamed vegetable dumplings. I mean, not that I'm like one of those people who's like, I only ever eat meat, rar. I actually detest those people. I've never had a friend that said that hasn't been like kind of a weird dude. That being said,
I like tofu.
yeah, I don't mind tofu. I just like usually when I get teriyaki, I just want like the vegetables, the beef or chicken or whatever. I don't really like having mixed stuff in. There was a house chow mein. Like, so there was I think it was house chow mein that I used to get this place called the Viet Hoa.
Go back.
Oh yeah, in Ocean Shores, and it was like the best.
Still gotta go to Jasmine.
What?
You still gotta go to that Jasmine place, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you literally just brought that up today.
Yeah, but now that I got that back on the mind, I'm like,
Oh, we can make a trip out of it.
yeah.
Okay, does the slant?
It goes in, slant in, because easy in gets stuck for the plunger.
I think
rod.
so.
Yeah.
I also think, but I think it's the trigger. If I'm not mistaken, it goes that way because the trigger.
Let me look at it, because it's similar to Link's. I mean,
Yeah, I'm positive. Oh wait, no.
yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, you got it right, because this slide's sloped so that it guides it and then it gets caught, so you're good. So there you go. And then when you pull the trigger, that'll easily push it down.
I mean, we can find out before I actually put the thing together.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because with the links, I put together a couple, like, backwards on accident, and it's, like, the same style.
People are like, why don't you have a mag release? I actually would not like to have a mag release with this. I like my holding the mag. Especially for a blaster like this where it's like I'll make a dedicated decision to mag change every time.
Yeah.
Which is facial hair looks beautiful. It does look really good.
Oh, thank
You
you.
grow facial hair very nicely.
Thank you. Yeah, I turned it down because it was really, like, natty, like, earlier this week, and I'm like, I should
Well,
probably...
mine's not matty, but it's like I just don't know what to do with my facial hair, and I'm afraid to mess it up, so I just don't mess with it.
Yeah. Yeah, mine just tends to curl a lot when there's a lot of it, so I was like, eh. But, like, I'm surprised my hair isn't super curly. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, but yeah.
Genuinely mine, you can tell, like, right here, my hair is naturally pretty curly.
Yeah. Because when I was younger, when I used to grow my hair out this long, it would become almost an afro. It was pretty bad.
I sure hope this works. I put the return spring in there.
I'm trying to remember whose... I played around with someone's, and theirs had the return spring, and it was nice.
I would not honestly worry about that.
The only... I think it was It might have been CR Nerves. But, the thing
They
is
do
that's...
sell geckos.
I think so. The thing that's nice, though, is when it goes forward, or the spring holds it forward so that there's no, like...
Yeah, but I don't have a problem
Yeah, I know
with that,
you
remember?
don't, but... You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, my gecko was perfectly tuned, so I'm a little upset that I even decided to do this. Because I'm sure something is a problem now.
You want to pass me that mag? I'll load it up for you.
Just put a... I think I can test it. Well, thank you, Dark World. Any thoughts on the Yeehaw by Captain Slug? That might be a question more for you, because I honestly don't give a flip.
The Yeehaw's the...
I think it's like the front rotating, where you have to manually rotate it.
Oh,
Hammer action thing.
I don't know. I thought it was alright.
was kind of upset his Mauser didn't work.
Yeah, the Mauser.
I
was
really
curious.
liked the design of that.
I really wanted the Mauser.
I wish he'd take that design aesthetic and move it into something else because it looked really cool.
Alright, there's some darts in there.
Common Rider Figs and Belts. That sounds like a good afternoon. Philly to Kid, did you pre-order the NERF Alien Blaster? I did, in fact, and thank you again for the $2 super chat. He did not.
Nope, I didn't.
But you're not like a super collector or anything like that. You collect what you like, and
For the most part, but like...
to be fair,
then
it's
Alien-
not like I'm the biggest Aliens fan either.
Yeah, I never even seen it.
I haven't seen them in a while. I like them. I like the look of the M41A, I believe. I had to memorize that because I kept wanting to say M4A1, which I believe is the rifle from Counter-Strike.
Did you pre-order the NERF Alien Blaster?
But I did only pre-order one, Philly the Kid. I only pre-ordered the one. Yeah, I want my pump action thing on here. Walcom and Lucha, favorite type of milk? Dark milk or favorite kind of chocolate, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Dark milk or white?
I'm a dark. But I've tried like 94% cacao out of boredom, and it was dirt flavored.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm more of a milk chocolate. I like a little bit sweeter chocolate.
Yeah, when I was younger, I liked white chocolate the most.
Yeah, I think it was the
But-
cookies and cream Hershey's that got me turned off white chocolate.
Yeah, but like after high school, I kind of drifted more to dark chocolate, which like I drink black coffee when I do drink coffee, so it's like that kind of makes sense. I like the bitters.
Yeah, I like unsweetened iced tea for the most part. Like, I know what you're talking about. I usually like a pretty bitter tea. I don't mind bitter stuff, but yeah, I'm not a fan of like, I will have it every once in a while, but I'm not a fan of dark chocolate that much. Could you make another vid about the Ultra Zero? Why would I? Like, I've already done the one video on it. Like, what is there more to talk about? Lucha, I think I saw you eat that dark chocolate during one of your videos.
Oh God, yeah. You're talking about the drugs. What are they called?
The miracle fruit.
Thank you, the miracle berries. You're right.
I have sold 160 plus of my blasters, and we have 30 left that are just to repaint. Well, at least you hopefully kept ones you liked. God, I really hope this thing works. I mean, I like a semi-dark chocolate, I guess I'd say. I don't like super milky, like, sweet.
Yeah.
If a PP Bison was a dart blaster, would it use rival rounds? Probably. Be cool to see that kind of Nerf mag, if it was even possible, like a helical Nerf mag. It's one of those things where it's like, technically it could probably be done. Technically. What are you working on? I did some upgrades to my Gecko, or they might be downgrades. We're not sure yet. I just kind of want to, like, give it that, that maybe. Because, like, these were, like, super... Doesn't catch.
Why is it not catching? The catch is correct. Let me look at it.
I have a feeling, remember how it had less distance?
Oh, the front's not even screwed in all the way.
I don't, yeah.
I don't think it matters, but...
Yeah, I don't think it mattered either. But just for sake, it doesn't look like it's traveling far enough back.
Oh, that had padding on it.
Yeah, and this didn't, but I would also assume it wasn't supposed to, otherwise they would have sent me the padding. So far, my favorite has been the Nexus Pro, just having a hard time thinking of a paint scheme for it. I go with Kamen Rider themes now. Yeah. can't go far enough back, I don't think. It's like just a hair.
Yeah.
Either that or we do have the catch backwards, but I don't think we do.
Is it even reaching the catch?
Yeah, just...
Oh, Yeah, I think it needs a padding on it.
That's stupid. And also, look how far my barrel's sticking out right now. Yeah, my barrel came out. Great. Yeah, there's friction on the barrel somewhere that's grabbing it. Yeah, kind of was worried about that.
Well, we can fix it in a little bit. If any.
Well, it's like now I don't want to take the part of the thing and wait another, you know, don't want to waste another so long working on it and stuff.
Yeah, but I can help you later.
I feel like I was, like, you're right, it doesn't have the padding on it.
Yeah.
But I also feel like if it was supposed to have the padding on it, it would have came with a thing for padding.
Unless
There are technically instructions in here.
I swear to God, if it says needs padding, bruh.
Well, this wasn't made by Rainbow, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Oh, never mind then.
The bags are all labeled correctly. I know what to do with the wheels. I have no idea. Some awesome Gecko upgrades. Still including our one-piece plunger, special color for you. The whole shebang barrel with integrated scar and my go-to springs. The RMP 5 for 100 FPS and the RMP 8 for 130s. Well, mine was hitting 140, you know. I also included my slide return mod spring in case you want to try it. Have fun modding the Gecko and trying it. I have fun modding your Gecko and trying out my stuff. If you have any questions, feel free to ask anytime. Thank you very much for passing on the stuff, Dr. Flux. That's super convenient. Last but not least, it would be awesome if you could give us Rainbow Mod Props a shout out if you decide to do a video with the target. I would definitely say something. I would like to do a video, but I couldn't do like a whole video on just the Gecko. You know what I mean? And now it doesn't work. So that is very upsetting. Let me check out. He says he put the Gecko instructions, which I have never done. I built a Gecko myself. I've taken that one apart several times, but I don't remember right now. Front curved part of the catch towards the front. So what's the discrepancy here? I know we don't have the foam on it, but they didn't say anything about putting the foam on it.
But if you look, it looks like there's extra. Like.
Because
that looks like padding. 9.
thick padding.
There it is.
Well, we can take the padding off the other one. Technically, we don't need it.
Yeah.
I'd like to have tested the FPS. Fun.
Yeah, we could do it.
Does look kind of cool. We have to fix that somehow, too.
Yeah, maybe sand the inside of the orange bit slightly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or you could... That might be a bad idea, but you could put lube around here.
Yeah, it's like right where the, I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't sand that.
Yeah.
I got a round file somewhere. And then redo this tape.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to test the slide return. I mean, it seems like it's working, but I'm also not catching, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
I do wish the grip was slightly thinner. Because, like, on the Fenris, the grip is, like, really nice and thin. But it also feels like if you crush it with no mag in there, you literally crush it. Well, that was a fun distraction, I would say. Well, we'll tinker with it more later. I'm kind of burnt out. So I don't like working on springers, because like to test it, you have to put the entire thing back together, then find out it doesn't work, so then you have to take the entire thing back apart. With Flywheeler, I can literally test the cage ahead of time and be like, okay, it flings the dart, and then put it all together. And rarely does it not work after that. My club struggles with field layout. We have 9 barriers in an open field. Where should I look up good NERF game design for laying out the barriers? Copy what paintball fields do. 9 barriers might not be enough. It doesn't sound like enough to me. Because that's technically 3 for each side and then 3 in the middle. And that doesn't sound like very many at all. Amp or select? Well, my amp hits like 230 FPS right now. My select does not.
Yeah. I'm gonna say select because I have one.
Oh, you have a select? Oh, because
Yeah.
you bought Brett's or whatever.
Yep.
Should there be mods to turn a slingfire into an M1887 shotgun or a Winchester rifle? There kind of is. But the slingfire's not a good platform, so it's kind of like not worth your time.
Yeah, it's like a weird, fragile retaliator.
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's already that. Who made it? Someone made a 3D printed one, like a shell thing, lever action. Right.
Lever action shell thing.
I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn I saw something like that.
Imagine a DZP shell ejecting shotgun like a Spring Thunder. See, the problem with that is they'd have to make a new type of shell. Then you'd have a new shell, and if it's Dart Zone Pro, it's going to be hard to get extra shells. The best way to do it would be to put out some kind of Dart Zone shell-fed blaster and then bring out a Pro version on top of that. Thoughts on the Winchester shell ejection lever action? Is that what GDOP is calling his new Winchester?
Yeah.
I guess it's called the Winchester.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
He was talking about maybe having me get one. My video on the freaking shell, the fly point did really well. I mean, so did Coops and Drax, but I would hope that they would send me one. If not, I might buy one in the future. But it's one of those things where I'd rather have like Valor mess around with it before sending it off to me, because he like apparently did a whole bunch of stuff to my fly point that made it way better than other fly points. And it's true; it's a very light trigger pull on that. Dart Zone should make a lever action blaster. I agree. I'm just curious why there hasn't been more lever action. Like even with like we have like the things like the what's that thing called? The Firefly, the Colonel Wasp Firefly. It's like we have stuff like that, but we don't have like another lever action. There's a couple like Chinese clone lever action things, but I think those are the ones where it's like they literally just used the shells for like effect. They didn't actually fire darts out of the shells.
Yeah.
It was like you loaded shells into it and then front loaded the dart, and when you fired it, it would eject a shell out. This is silly. Walcom, did you ever have a problem with your nail biter? Mine doesn't work with elites. They're too thin. So don't use elites. They're not good darts anyway. No, I never had a problem with mine. Favorite angled talon adapter?
That's oddly specific.
Yeah, an adapter.
Mine, I guess, if I had to pick one, the one with the mag release.
So, pardon me. I don't mind pulling out my mags. Because I've never been in a war where I want to throw my mags on the ground. Okay, go to end war and throw your mags on the ground.
No, that's
what's going to happen?
You said wars.
Go to a war that's not like one in your backyard or somebody else's backyard. I wouldn't want to go to a Borst war and throw mags on the ground. Things have disappeared from Borst wars. You know what I mean? Or it'll get stepped on. And they're too expensive. It's not like I'm spending $30 on a Glock mag or something, and I know that thing's basically bulletproof. One wrong move on a Talon mag and it's destroyed. Or somebody sees a Talon mag and just picks it up and puts it in their dump pouch. And if you're not paying attention to who dropped that mag and who picked it up, you'd never know. If you were a bystander, it's not like you're going to pay attention to 13 different people out of the 40 on the field and pay attention to who dropped what mag. So it's like, I've never been in a war where I felt comfortable just yeeting my mag out. And like every single, like I play it like Tarkov. I pull my mag, put it away, and put the bag back in. And that's why it's like with the Gecko, I have no problem with having to pull the bag out. That's never been, I'm not like, oh my god, I can't like quick drop my mag. It's a sidearm. I would never quick drop the mag anyway. And that's, I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I feel like it's one of those things where, what's-his-face, Taruk was like, oh, the paradigm shift is a terrible design. It's absolutely awful in every conceivable way. It doesn't help speed reloads out. I can reload faster than you while running full speed, carrying a 20-pound weight, and somersaulting over a car one-handed with my teeth. And then he uploads a video of himself in a war, and he's like, really, really slow trying to load his mags in. It's like, oh yeah, that's so much faster than paradigm shift. I'm so glad that literally 2 weeks earlier you were pooping all over my design. It's like, I'd rather have something kind of like that. Which is why I like the select so much. And you're just tuned out. You could eat your mags all day.
The only ones, the Tachi? No. This is not.
It's like $22 a mag!
Yeah,
It's actually more expensive than some handgun magazines. It's ridiculous.
Actually, yeah, I think the 3 just mags, not that and the extenders, is the same price as one of my SIG mags.
Those are seriously like $60?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
There's so much, and it's a 7-round mag. Bruh, calm down, SIG.
That is expensive.
That's only have the 2.
And you only have the one that has the extender, right?
2 extenders,
Okay.
1 flush, which a flush is useless.
Was it Kimber? They just showed it off in a demolition match. Kimber has a new pistol that looks pretty cool. I want to get a pistol with an integrated red dot. It's like the next thing I want to get. There we go. Now I feel better. I got all worked up. Have you ever been to Canada? Yes, twice. British Columbia, and I've been to Toronto. There was a Tech 9 flywheel dart vest. I wish there was a Tech 9 dart. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I like the Tech 9. The ones in Totally Accurate Battlegrounds are pretty good. I detest springers. What does that mean? I guess you still need that. Feels like you don't, though, right? Because now that you have a spring pushing the barrel forward, this is completely inconsequential, right? So technically you don't need the slide to move anymore with the spring in there.
Or I didn't build it. I think you're onto something, but at the same time, I didn't build it.
Wait. It's one of those. So, yeah, I'm gonna roll back.
You can't have it.
What?
You can't have it.
Isn't this one the one that I got for me? And I can't have it.
No. I'm just kidding.
Wasn't there 4 of them in here? There's only 1 left? Did you drink 2 or 3? No, there's one down there too.
No?
There's an extra one down there,
No, I'm
buddy.
just kidding.
I can't tell when you're kidding or not.
The watermelon one is actually not bad when it's the tea one. When it's the normal one, it's not that good. That one's alright too.
It's not carbonated, and I wasn't expecting that.
It's tea.
It's not carbonated, and I wasn't expecting that.
Use a double negative on me, bruh.
Nicely done. I count that as a tag. Goes right down your windpipe. Do I do commissions? Not for literally, not for less than hundreds of dollars of profit. It is way too time expensive, time consuming to do commissions. Do you have any Gundams Gunplas? Yes, I have tons. What I want to build next is my full mechanics Vidar, and I still haven't done that, even though I wanted that kit more than anything. This stream was really relaxing with just a few people. I've lost 30 subscribers since I told you. She's like, oh, I didn't lose subscribers, and I restarted it, and I was like down to like, I was like 27 subs away, now I'm like 50 something. That's why people don't stream on YouTube anymore. Like, unless you're just, if you're like, they did just a thing like Tim the Tap Man, or I don't know who that is, but it's like a couple of high-profile Twitch streamers are moving to YouTube. It's like, that works out great if all your YouTube channel is for is streaming. But it's like every single time I start a stream on YouTube, I drop subs, like none other. And I just watched Zach Friedman. He was like, I'm not streaming on YouTube anymore because every single time I stream on YouTube, I lose hundreds of subs. And it's annoying. But there's really no way to not have that happen.
Weird.
Why would someone unsubscribe simply because you're watching your live streaming? Because when I live stream, it's always at the top of your suggested. And if you're just having a bad mood, I mean, you're like, oh, that guy's streaming, then they click on the stream, it's boring. That's fine. I'm not going to disagree with that. Edited Walcom and live stream Walcom are two completely different things, whether I want it to be or not. I can't edit myself out. I've tried to make my regular content have longer things in between cuts so you can get more of an idea of what I actually am like, but there are people who just don't like that. And that's fine. I can't force those people, and they're gonna unsubscribe. Because for a variety of reasons. Maybe they forgot they were subscribed to me or something. I don't know. But it just happens. Every single time I stream, I lose subs. Every single time. I'll probably hit 150k by tomorrow morning. Do you have the Kamen Rider Kuga belt?
The what?
Hold on. Yes. I have one of them, and the Kuga one is the one I have. Wait. No. Wait. So do I have... I don't know. I get them confused.
To Walcoms, Luchas, and Flux's success, I wish you all the best.
I'm trying to figure that out. Well, thank you very much, Substitute. We really appreciate it. I have this one, not the CSM version. The Altering, I have the original release from like 2001 that somebody randomly gave me. But I don't remember if that's Kuga or Agito. If anyone that would unsub to a live stream is an idiot. It's just one of those things, man. Like, I can understand it, but it's just how it goes. Literally every time. And I can't control it.
Oh, hi, Homely.
Yeah, I lost literally 4 subs since I said that. It's just what happens.
Homely's back.
Hey, Homely! Oh yeah, Homely, these suck. I don't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, sorry, Homely.
They're kind of awful.
They're interesting.
You're not going to eat these, huh?
Go ahead. Nah,
I was going to eat one on camera.
Yeah, go ahead. I forgot we got cookies. What now?
They're probably awful. We do have cookies. So it's like, to put this in perspective, the top of it is like a frosting. It's cold, and it's like a really cheap cake on the bottom. It's not like a brownie.
Peanut butter cookie.
It's not very good. I don't know why people like them. He says he loves these brownies. They're not even really much brownies, to be perfectly honest. Would microwaving it make it better? Make it 1,000 times worse, I'm pretty sure. It's like a frosting on the top of it. It wouldn't... Amber just ate half one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're that good. Do you still have that koosh ball launcher? I gave it to you and then got a second one, I believe. Do you still have the other one? Have you used it?
Agent Blaster?
It's a good one.
I like it a lot. I wanted to extend the mag, but I was like,
I saw a guy, he showed it off in our Discord a bunch of times, but he turned the Fortnite GL into the Demo Man launcher, and his video got like 130 something K. TF2 Nerf is hot. Kind of makes me think I should do more TF2 mods. It's not that I don't like TF2, I just don't play it anymore. What do you think about the Nerf Heavy SR? I don't have one. I don't really like the design that much, though. Because it looks like somebody ran over their Barrett, what? I don't remember the designation of the Barrett. But when I say it, you know what I'm talking about. The only people will be like, the Barrett what? They make other guns, would be some pedantic 12-year-old in the comments. How do you think Mega XL will work with shields? I assume it will destroy shields.
Yeah. They're too big to not be considered rockets.
Yeah, but they're way more like...
Hi, a
more
while
like just
ago
armor
you had
piercing
mentioned that the
grenades or
blaster I
something.
made was rough. I know I should have asked this earlier, and if you don't remember that is fine.
Nice to see
but
you.
I was
Can you go
wondering
grab
what
that for me?
exactly you
Oh my
meant
God.
by that.
The pink
Also,
Halo
what
pistol
should
off the
what
wall.
changed?
So first of all, it's on the wall. I love it. I really do. There's a lot of things I really like about it. I'm glad you're here because I didn't know if I get it. You bounce in and out of being around Vulcan. Yes. So, I'll give you some very, very constructive feedback because it is not negative. Okay. Overall, like from what you're looking at here, it is a nice blaster. There's a lot of things that don't work. One, your print quality is really rough. That's kind of what I meant. This is not good print quality. Two, you notice this just fell. The rubber band broke, like, pretty much immediately. And also, that's, like, a very not important, in my opinion, feature. Maybe it's cool to have. I would rather literally not have it. It's got, like, a slide lock and everything. I like... Other people didn't like that. I think it was... I really liked that mag release.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. Not my favorite.
I wish it was meant for Talons, though. I like the trigger mag release. I really only meant that it was like... You know, that this is kind of rough. Like, it's just... That's what I meant. Like, it's not like a... It's not like a... Like, what a print quality that, like, I would get off my printer or something like that. It seems like it was kind of like you sanded it trying to make it smoother and stuff like that. You obviously had some pretty bad layer shifting problems. There's some minor under extrusion in areas. And yeah, rubber bands don't work well for mechanics and blasters because rubber bands don't last very long. But in terms of like, I seriously think if you were to like add a little bit more detail up here, maybe round it a little bit, just kind of pare things down ever so slightly in places, up your print quality, and if you could, change that to work with Talons. Honestly, maybe work on this or delete it. I think you have an excellent pistol. Especially this is the only dual-stage Flywheel of the World thing I've ever seen. It's about 140, 150.
Cool.
And also, thank you very much for the $5, Vulcan. Did not mean that to be, like, negative. I'm sorry if it came off that way. It's rough, as in it's quite literally physically rough. But in terms of your design, there's a lot going for it. And how many people have been looking for these kinds of pistols? Like, I know the Gecko video, everyone's like, oh, I wish it was mag-fed, or I wish it was flywheels. And then I did, like, the Magpie, like, people are like, I wish it was mag-fed. And, like, there is a couple. There is, of course, we have the Fenris, we have the Devil's Pistol, we have
Grass Snake?
the Grass Snake, which I've held one of those, and those are kind of bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't have a lot of I don't have a super strong opinion. From what I remember, I was kind of like, oh, this is cute, but I wouldn't really want to use it. I don't know. Maybe I need to hold another one. That's been around forever, too. Same thing with, like, the dessert pigeon. But I really don't like the dessert pigeon. It's very, very rough. But, like, this is one of the only other ones. And the fact that it's, like, all these pieces are modular. Like, you can make it look like he made this specifically with these pieces to make it look like the Halo pistol. And it fits that bill, man. It really does. As for doing a video, I still plan on doing a video. I'm trying to get a variety of pistols so I can kind of compare and contrast them. I might tack this thing closed. I kind of can't. It relies on that, huh? Yeah, I don't know.
Put an extension spring somewhere.
I think that's what he's trying to avoid using springs. I mean, it could literally be back here and it doesn't affect the things at all. Oh no, I still plan on doing a video on it. I don't know if you actually attempt to sell these or not, Vulcan. Do you plan on getting the lever action takedown? I hope so. Foam Knight XE thoughts. I don't remember which one that is.
I think the XC is a MagFed one.
So it's the not zinc. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the look of it, that's for sure.
Me neither.
But I also don't really like the look of the zinc. I think the Gecko's better. Apparently the zinc hits 200 FPS? I don't know.
Supposedly, but...
Out of Darts has one. He didn't bring it to any of the...
He brought other things.
That's interesting. Wait, did you end up weaponizing the Nerf disc shot? Not yet. It is still a thing that I technically plan on doing. What is the 3D printer you own? I own a CR10, an original CR10 that has a lot of upgrades to it. I own an Ender Pro, an Ender 3 Pro, a CR6, and a CR10 Smart. When are you expecting the pulse rifle to arrive? Well, it's not supposed to ship until October of next year.
So probably December of next year.
All you would need to do is remove the part of the trigger that pushes back the slide to stop it from moving. The slide is purely cosmetic. I might. If I can find the little rubber band, because I saved the little piece you had, I'll try to replace it, but it also, like, I was looking at it like, I don't even know how to do it, to be honest. Does it hook on right there? I don't know. I don't remember. That rubber band was, like, basically broken the day it showed up. No, like, when I said rough, I literally meant, like, your print quality, as I hate to tell you, because a lot of people are, I don't know why, super defensive about their print quality. Holy crap. I've told some people that the print quality was okay, and they're like, what do you mean it's okay? It's, like, the best in the world. I'm like, sorry I said anything. Like, I'm not even happy with my print quality. Like, roast me on the print quality of my Cage Fighter. You're like, it's bad, yeah.
No, it's actually not bad.
No, I try to have pretty decent ones. Any resin printers yet? No, but I plan on getting some. What 3D printer would you recommend to buy for a first? An Ender 3 Pro. Or an Ender 3 V2 at this point, yeah. I have a video that has been in the works for like 2 months now on the CR10, and if you have the budget, that's definitely an option. I'm going to withhold this information because I feel kind of dirty saying that, so I'm going to spill my guts now. I've had issues with my CR10 Pro, but I've also seen other people have issues with their CR10 Pro. There are other videos out there of people having issues with the CR10 Pro, but I've also seen people not have issues with the CR10 Pro. And I would probably not go far beyond saying I've had some issues with it, but I still got good prints out of it. The CR6, people hated it. I bought one before seeing reviews. My CR6 is freaking awesome. Like, it's such a good printer for me. Like, I've had, like, no issues with my CR6 whatsoever. But my 10 has had issues. Basically with the auto leveling, basically not doing anything. I still got it to work. I've still gotten what I would say are good prints off of it. But, yeah. So I will have a video, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. It will be on the Cage Fighter, but I will cover building a 3D printed blaster from start to finish. So, setting up the printer, slicing files, setting up printer, procuring files, printing files, some loose assembly of the blaster. I really glossed over it because it's like it's going to take me forever, and it kind of depends on what blaster you decide to do. And then talk about the blaster that we printed. Man, if all of the CR10 smarts worked perfectly, it would be an amazing printer. Why is the stream on 720p? It shouldn't. Oh, I believe I automatically have downsampling to 720. Because really, the only reason is because I've had issues trying to go higher than that. And that's not an issue with my internet connection or my computer. It's an issue with YouTube not being able to handle more than that. I'm using literally the same camera that I use for filming all my videos for the live stream. I don't think my printer is good with PETG, which is what most of the blaster is made from. Yeah, you might not have adequate cooling for PETG. That might have been the issue. That kind of makes sense now. Hey, Luch, what are you doing?
No, I'm just chilling.
Just chilling, like a villain, hating life.
Not yet.
Prusa i3 Mark III, if you can get it. Yeah, that's true. I know Dr. Flux and Out of Darts swore by those.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, they've been great little printers. The problem is everything's, from what I know, is like even if you buy the one that you have to put together yourself, you're waiting like 6 months.
Yeah,
which
I
seems
want one,
pointless.
but yeah, it's like...
And like those people are usually like, oh, don't ever buy cheap Chinese printers. Like, I don't know what to tell you because, like I said, my CR6 is bulletproof. That is an amazing printer. Auto bed leveling has worked perfectly fine. I have barely had any issues, like maybe a couple of jams, and I might have to replace the nozzle by now. But I've been really happy with the print quality I've gotten out of that thing. I'm happy with the print quality I got out of my CR10 Smart, but it's just like it's taken so long to get there. I'm gonna grab... Like, this wasn't like a super high quality print. I mean, I'm pretty freaking happy with that. So, like, when I say that, like, this is rough, you can see what I mean. Okay? Like, I'm not trying to be a jerk, but, like, this is my print quality, and I don't even think it's that special. I mean, there's some layered, like, first layer kind of thing right there, but... How tall are you? 5'10", I think? Something like that, not especially tall. I'm like 5'8", while I'm 14. Well, you went through puberty, and that's when you grow the most. It's not like when you're 30, you keep growing. I don't think that's a thing that happens. You basically hit puberty and grow, and then that's it. I guess I would work more on my quality. What printer do you have, Vulcan, if I may ask? So I can gauge, because if it's like a printer that I have, then I would be like, oh yeah, you should be able to get better print quality. You might want to tune your printers a little bit more. I confirm that the only growing you do after 30 is horizontal. It's about spot on.
Nope.
Thank you very much, Cash. Sorry I didn't see your comment till now. It is a Sidewinder X1. Oh boy. It's Wasn't this like a good printer? I'm pretty sure this was like a highly reviewed printer. I think I remember seeing a video on it. I don't know, I have no experience with it. It looks very similar to any nominal... Oh, dude, is it direct drive? Might be direct drive, I'm not certain. Yeah, direct drive extruder. Should be really good then. Yeah, I don't see why your print quality wouldn't be better with this thing. No, it looks pretty good. Especially for $419 on Amazon. Like, you got direct drive, what's the build volume? 300, it's... Yeah, no, that seems kind of awesome, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what issues it has. You got dual Z-axis, you've got direct drive, you've got 300 by 300 by 400, you've got run out sensor, you've got recovery, power failure recovery. Yeah, I don't know why you'd have issues with that printer at all. That sounds amazing. Of course, software is half the battle, but... Yeah, that's not a bad printer at all. Looks like it'd be really good. Might be the filament brand. That is true. Filament is also a big reason. So to put that in perspective, Frontline Foam uses like Prusa i3s, but their print quality is kind of meh, and I have a feeling that's because of their filament. They have functional print quality most of the time. I know a lot of people say otherwise. Things I've gotten from them haven't been especially candy-picked, print quality, but they've been functional.
Been spoiled by certain people.
This is true. We have freaking... is my skewer around here?
Right. Oh, under the cookies.
Oh, God, no.
Here.
Like... honestly, I would almost say this is a step down for normal Silver Fox print quality.
Really?
And a little bit, just a little bit. Like, if all their stuff is like a 9 out of 10, this is like an 8 out of 10. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy. It could be old filament and stuff too, but like, not that you could really tell. Like, look at that. Like, you could see some minor, especially like right there was some banding that happened. Like, very minor things, to be perfectly honest. But that's Silver Fox quality. My freaking Lynx is amazing. Frontline Foam's print quality is a problem with speed, not filament. I don't think that's true. I know they probably print pretty fast, but I don't think so. Is anybody taking commissions? Most well-known nerfers aren't going to take commissions unless they're worth a ton of money. If you want a Maverick with a penny mod and you want to commission somebody for it, good luck. Valor usually does commissions, but Valor, like, honestly, I wouldn't do a commission if I was Valor for anything less than $300 profit. When did you first learn about NERF? So that's a great question for you. When did you first start learning about NERF?
NERF, that's a hard one.
What got you into doing NERF?
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember me and my friends were screwing around with some blasters, right? And then I was like, oh, probably open these, make them better. And then found Drag's channel. And then from there, just spiraled out of control. I found your channel, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna follow this guy. And then eventually, I ran into the future cult leader, and then I met all of y'all. So, I don't know, it spiraled out of control, but pretty much just, like a lot of people, I just saw something, was wondering if we could hit harder, and then I found Drag's channel, and then looked, like, locally.
So, I bought NERF blasters from the store that I usually bought Magic cards at, simply because I didn't have them much as a kid. So I bought Mavericks, and kind of loved them, and then while I was messing around with a Maverick at college, because as you do, somebody was like, oh, I have a yellow one that has like a bunch of like a stock and barrel attachment and stuff. It was a recon. So I bought it off him, and I was playing Blacklight Retribution at the time, and I was like, God, it would be so cool if I could like change out this grip and stuff too. And then that led me on like, integrations and stuff like that, and that kind of got me into NERF. When I moved to Boise, which was right after college, I was still kind of like, that's when Elite had just come out, and I'm kind of getting into NERF and a little bit more now that they hit a little bit harder. And then I was buying bundles of blasters off Craigslist, and one lady, as I was buying the blasters off her because her son wanted to build a gaming computer, I heard that story 3 times. She was like, are you taking these to Dart Zone or Dart Wars or whatever? And I was like, no, what's that? She's like, oh, you're buying these, you don't even know what Dart Zone is. and it was just a Nerf arena, and I started going there, and then that started an arms race that has never ended, I don't think. So, I just love the fact that these kind of blasters are making a comeback, and they're really good.
Yeah, I love T-pole blasters. I do gotta get me a skier at some point.
Has anyone made a Caliburn that's flywheel powered? I bet Airzone has. I know
Wait,
Airzone has
what
made
now?
a lot of things.
Caliber?
They made a lot of things like that aren't flywheel powered.
I've seen a flywheel Caliber online.
I can't imagine anyone trying to reload an M1 Ground without being heard 8 miles away. Well, they've done several videos that that's a myth. You're not going to be really hearing the ping from an M1 Grand. The people holding the gun in the middle of a war zone can barely hear the M1 ping.
You've worked in a restaurant, right?
Yeah, for some
You know
years.
those metal freaking like things that like say like at Subway they'd have like all the freaking chopped ingredients
yeah.
in? Have you dropped one of those?
Yes.
This was so loud.
Have you ever dropped a stack of them? Have you ever had to try to pry the bottom two apart?
Yeah. Use the corner of the counter and you're like,
Yeah! Somebody gets it.
yeah.
Awful.
But
Actually, that's how I got that scar.
Oh really?
Yeah, so that was actually at the end of the night, the last load of dishes. I had a salad tray with a couple of knives, and we had the stupid magnetic strips that didn't work.
Oh god.
And I was in a hurry to get done. It was like a school night, and I was hanging up a knife, and it slipped, and I tried to slap it against the wall because if it was gonna fall, it was gonna go behind the salad bar, which would have meant I had to like unplug the thing and drag it out and grab the knife. It would have been a nightmare. And it got caught in the middle of the wall and salad bar like that, so when I went to slap it, I just stabbed myself.
Nice.
It was great. Dumbest thing I've ever done. Obviously now I know not to touch falling knives.
Yeah.
Thankfully I didn't learn that until I'd already worked there for like 5 years. Never had a problem until then.
Yeah, I think I was a dishwasher for 4 or 5 years also.
See, I did everything, but dishwasher was like... Everybody else was
Sucked.
slow, so I did dishes.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the worst. Just the freaking those little pans, and if you dropped them, you could hear it from like 5 area codes away.
Yo, greetings from Washington. We're literally in Port Orchard right now.
Hi, fellow Washington.
Like, literally open up my window and yell. Is the Busby Snipe still a good primary? Not really. It's fun. It's not good.
It'd be fun if you like shoved in a pusher breach. Probably.
Yeah, I can see that. There's that, the person who made the kit for the Saturn that I need to put the video out on. I filmed it. They made that mag-fed bolt-action mega sniper rifle thing that I think last time they checked they got like 180 FPS out of it, but they made a short dart one that gets like 300 FPS. I'm really curious. Looks good too. That's the one where it has a thumbhole stock, but the plunger tube goes right over the top of your, basically like this, except that your thumb is resting right underneath that plunger tube. It looks cool though. Walcott 1 is the best Nerf rival blaster. That's a tough one.
Best is subjective.
It really is.
Well, for modding, I guess you could cop out and say the knockout. That one
I do really like the knockout. It's one of the best blasters Hasbro has ever made.
Yeah. I guess it's that. Yeah, I don't know. I guess
Sideswipe is really good.
That and Saturn probably are my top.
Yeah. And I guess the Hades. I'd throw the Hades up there too.
Yeah, if you want to.
I really don't like those as much as some other people like them. Because it's like, pulling the thing back and listening to all those springs crunch and then as you close it, and then dropping rival rounds into it isn't as good as... And we're talking about Springers. Was that the whole... Did he say Springers or just best rival? Then I guess the Percy's is up there. The Percy's is just really good.
I've never owned a Percy's, but now they're impossible to get, probably.
Yeah. Good luck trying to get one right now.
That's fine. I like that. The Out of Darts Jupiter's pretty nice too.
Dude, I'm in downtown on the docks of Port Orchard. How are you here in this stinky town /Y? Because I have access to this huge studio and this property. And it's like 20 minutes from Silverdale and 20 minutes from Tacoma and I don't know. I mean, where I lived before wasn't much different.
Oh yeah, the Rival Edge Jupiter. I keep forgetting the thing exists. The freaking full action one.
I have one. I've never opened it. Should put it on the wall now that I think about it.
Oh, the box, whatever.
Yeah. Kind of running out of room.
Yeah.
I need to do some minor reformatting up there.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Jupiter? Yeah, I've honestly have never fired one. I have one, but I'm not going to unbox it now. There's no point.
The only one I've ever touched was Shalo's after he put K26 in it, and it's not good.
Oof.
So I've never used a stock one. I just remember I was like, why?
What is your HVZ loadout? I'm working on mine. What's yours?
Ooh. I don't really have one now because it's been a while.
What is your HVZ
I guess
loadout?
now
I'm
would
working on
probably be
mine.
my links. If I tune it down, I'm gonna grab it.
You got links? Yeah, go for
Probably.
it. I run either my FDL or my Dominator with the 44 dart mags and lots of 44 dart mags, and then probably like a big shot or something as a secondary.
So probably this because I have like a very light spring in it.
That would be rad on my Dominator. I just realized how cool that would be
yeah.
on the Dominator.
So probably this now. Before I was using anything half dart. I think I ran last time. I think I used a half dart Stormtrooper blaster, the Rampage, pretty much.
That thing's cool.
Yeah,
that's one of your best mods, I feel.
So I used that, and then I had
Hammer is your new best mod.
And then I had something else I don't remember, but I usually I think in the future I'm going to use something half dart that's like the Spamf probably, and then a Proton Pack Jupiter as a sidearm.
I still don't know if I'd use short darts for HVZ.
Yeah.
Because, like, on one side you can carry twice as much ammo. On the other side, you're spending a lot more money, and you're getting far less darts back.
Yeah. I really like half darts, so I'd be fine.
Hello from Seattle. It sucks here. Yeah, it does. I haven't been to Seattle in years. It's on the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you here in Port Orchard? Because I live here. I moved because I have this big studio and this huge fenced-in property. That's the reason I'm here. Luchathor, clench a fist and wave it in front of your face.
That sounds suggestive.
It does.
I'm not going to do that for you guys.
Do you like the takedown? Yeah, I don't mind the takedown. Hello, Noodles.
But I do see a microphone.
Is the Ender 3 good? I'd give the Ender 3 V2 at this point. If you can find an Ender 3, I think they're literally like $100 at Micro Center or something like that. Or, I mean, yeah, that might have even been a Pro. You see that? It was like a Micro Center deal, like first-time customers. It's like $100 for an Ender 3 Pro. What is the blaster I'm holding? This is the Skewer by Taffy. This was printed out for me by Silver Fox. What's his Taffy going by now?
Charlotte.
If I can't pronounce it, I never remember how to pronounce it, so I just keep saying Taffy. I hope that's not, like, offending them.
It's like, I don't know. It's like Charlemagne or
do you think I should keep my Sam's Club Megalodon, the one with 60 darts, sealed? Yes, and sell it to me for a reasonable price so I can put it on my wall. Because if you're even thinking about opening it, you might as well just try to sell it off to me, because I will preserve it. And that's coming from somebody who just wanted another Megalodon, because it's a good blaster. You literally live on the other side of the country compared to me. Yeah, pretty much as far as I can get. If Flaming Foam was a video game, it is. What would you like to see in it? S4 League. Car Emil. It's because I live here. Well, I don't know why anyone, let alone, want to live here.
Oh, that's what's
How many times do I have to say it? It's because I have this big studio, this big fenced-in property. Like, what do you? I don't know why somebody would want to live here. Because I have these things. That's why. That's why I want to live here, is because I have these things. Because when I was getting an option to move somewhere, I had the option to move to a place that had this big old building for a studio and a big fenced-in property. That's why I wanted to move here. I don't know why I've had to say that like 6 times to you, but I've like never been to like, I've been to downtown Port Orchard once.
3 blasters are you excited about in future?
Philly the Kid, $2. What 3 blasters are you excited about in the future? Right now, we don't know of really any. That's a bad time to ask that question. Go.
The NERF Mega XL.
That's true.
And then the wrecked jury.
That's also really true.
And then a thing we have on the way, which we can't talk about, I don't think.
The one that's not...
The pistol.
I want to save it for a
Community
special
made.
occasion.
Community
Yeah, it's a 3D printed one. I'll just... That list is pretty good. I'm not really looking forward to the Mark III simply because I have better blasters than a Mark III.
Agreed.
It's good for you guys. It's not good for somebody like me. The jury's a good choice, though. I'm really hoping that thing's good. Please be good. Yeah, we don't really know of a lot of blasters coming out at this exact moment. I'm really hoping the Hyper picks up.
Yeah.
I thought the Ultra Select was awesome. I think that's a really good step in the right direction for Hasbro.
Oh, speaking of which, you guys, I told you already, but when I did email Wrecked, and they did say the jury would come out
Summer 2022.
next summer. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So at least they got back to me, but I was literally checking like daily.
Yeah, I had it pre-ordered. Both of them pre-ordered. It was like a $50 blaster for what it was.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Why
Or at
not a
least usable.
Tomahawk? I have a Tomahawk. How do I be excited for an upcoming blaster that I already have?
I think it's right there, actually.
And it's also on store. It's been on store shelves for like a month.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Good place online to find a Nerf MA40? No, I would wait for... I would assume they're going to reprint the MA40 probably within the next couple of months, if I had to hazard a guess.
I wish I was rich so I could buy that pink crystal one, remember?
Oh!
They had like 2 of them.
How
Man.
much were those? Like $5 grand or something stupid like that?
They gave one away, and the other one was whatever.
Sucks that the only one I had I cut up. It's a really cool pistol. I should finish that build at some point.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean you aren't excited for the lever action flip blaster? I will buy it, but I am less excited about it now. There's like a 0% chance that thing's going to be good.
At this point, anything Buzzbee or Hasbro makes, I'm not excited for, except the Mega XL, because that's just big, freaking obnoxious ammo.
Yeah.
For me, personally.
I wonder how expensive that is per dart.
Oh god, it's Hasbro. It's probably gonna be like $15 a dart.
Do you have an Xbox? No. Who buys Xboxes?
I don't know. Oh wait,
Like-
isn't the big rig only like $40?
Is that the pump action 6-shot one? $40 still seems like a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, we could go based off of how big it is and how many darts it comes with. So 6 darts and then big ass blaster. So mathematically, that'd be what? $5 a dart?
That pump action shotgun looking one only has... Does it have a top and a bottom barrels or just a front loader?
It looks like a front loader. It's Hasbro.
Gosh, Hasbro.
And I don't think you'd want a smart AR on that.
Nice one, classic for real. I guess I'm kind of excited for the, what do you call that thing? The Shelby, just because I've finally seen one and they changed the app. So the app's no longer like a
I forgot
required
about that
thing. That would be a pretty devastating thing. Especially if they keep the idea of still being able to use 3D printed discs. Like, I'm hoping that's a thing.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Because, like, I was, like, super stoked. I'm like, oh my god, this is, like, the first blaster I can 3D print my own ammo, and it won't hurt people.
Out of polycarb.
Yes.
Someone hit, someone shatters.
I don't think it would
Why?
fire. It'd have to be the rubbery.
I guess, but I'm just saying that'd be really messed up.
Do you have the Nerf Elite Flip 32? No, it doesn't come out until October. What's my favorite blaster so far? The thing I'm getting hopefully next week. That might be like my end game.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. I've been waiting for a blaster like that since I started Nerf.
For now, mine's probably the Lynx. If I had one of these, this would be very.
This is very
close
far
second.
up there.
This would be a very close second. Because I love rainbow pistols. The one I got isn't the best, but this is a better version of it.
It looks good too. I think the actual design language is awesome. It could have a stock if it really wanted to.
Oh, there's a 95 crossbow looking thing.
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, no, duh. Armadas made that. Yeah, that's really good. It basically is like the closest thing I think we've gotten to. You can 3D print a crossbow, I believe, almost, but like one that's functionally good. Seeing the SP-15 hatchet, yes. Flux is building a really nice one. I have seen that. Did you see Silly Butt's mag ejecting Magwell? No, but that seems like something that we should have had a long time ago. I was talking about that years ago, just putting like 2 pieces of plastic that are spring-loaded that could push down a mag. Because I think that, yeah, is it the Gecko? I have one blaster that literally does that. Oh, it's the, I'm pretty sure it's the fly point.
Maybe we can grab it, or?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it actually ejects the mag using spring force. Favorite fast food place? I don't know if I even... I'm kind of like burnt out on fast food places.
Yeah, I work in a warehouse, and then right outside there's like 10 different fast food places, so I'm sick of all of them. That's why when we hang out, I'm like, let's get steak.
Yeah. I mean, I eat... I don't know, I just like burgers, so most of the time it's like whatever gets me a good burger. I'm not super picky.
Oh, sorry.
Not good. Is offer still on the table for a signed deploy? And to raise money, yes, I have deploys I could sell. The problem is, like, I can't sell one. The money that I would have to charge for me to take a deploy, sign it, find a box, wrap it up, and take it to the post office and ship it off, like, that takes, like, literally a half hour to 45 minutes of my time to do that. It's not a joke. So, for me to be able to do that, it would have to be enough money to rationalize that, and I can't charge that much money. You know what I mean? Okay, can people see my messages here? Yes. I don't see them on the stream or in the chat after a refresh. I wouldn't trust the one on the screen at all. And also, I can still see your messages on the screen, so I don't know what your issue is. Sorry. Anyone have the Orange Modworks SR200?
I have no bloody clue what that is.
You never seen it?
I don't know what it is.
It's totally fine because it's just another mag-fed pump-action blaster.
Oh. Oh, is it the one that broke?
Yeah, broke. Everybody's
Jesus.
broke. Yeah.
Yeah, no, fam.
I don't know why
one.
people ordered it. Like, I'm seriously starting to wonder. Like, it's weird to me that, like, SR200 comes out and people are like, oh, yeah, no, definitely gonna order one. It's gonna be great. And then, like, the Swift comes out and people are like, oh, it's another mag-fed pump-action blaster. It's like, the Swift's actually good.
Yeah. Jesus, I forgot about that. Like,
I did not
guess-
even try to order one.
Yeah,
So I
me
was like,
neither.
I do not need another mag-fed pump-action blaster.
I feel bad.
I
for
don't-
Orange Modworks, bruh.
I do not know what it did to make people order it, but I don't remember.
The warranty, probably, remember that?
That
Where
was
they're
like
you
25. No, that was Shelby trying to say that crap. We have a 25-year. What was the like a lifetime warranty or something from Orange Modworks? What was it?
I don't remember. It was something like you could send it back once a year and they'll do like a full like cleanup and whatever.
That's the dumbest warranty.
I was like, that doesn't make sense because we modders, we're gonna take it apart and push the limits.
What camera do you recommend for making decent videos? Buy a good phone. Buy like an iPhone 12 and use that because it's a great camera. Jake says Orange Mod Works changed everything, gonna be fine, and oh god, could you imagine if that new one has problems? You imagine. They're finally shipping out new ones and they have problems again. God, what a company that's also fallen from grace. They were like the original mod company. Do either of you plan on using the Tomahawk modded? So, about modding the Tomahawk, do you know what the problem with that is?
No.
The cage is part of the blaster shell.
So you have to make a new...
You'd have to
shell part.
cut out the old posts and everything like that to put in a new cage.
Nice.
Yeah. Which is a very much of a downer. It's not impossible, but it's a downer. What's the mic you use? It is a HyperX Op something cast. The hell is it called? It's a HyperX mic. Trying to open up the Ingenuity. Quadcast S. Couldn't you just slam new wheels into the stock cage? That's not how flywheel upgrades work. That's not how flywheels work. Can we get a leak on your next video? As of right now, I'm not certain what my next video is. So I have the M20 video shot. The M20, I have the B-roll. I have not done the talkie bits, but I will get the M20 video. I want to get that done this week. I have the Swift video shot on everything but B-roll, which I hope to get the B-roll for that tomorrow. I have the Milsig video has been shot for like 3 weeks, but I'm not happy with it. But I might just say screw it and
just
put it up anyway. I'm just tired of the Milsig. What else? I have all the Dragon Blasters, and I did the shooting for the Dragon Blasters. I haven't done B-roll for them, but I haven't done talkie bits either. Talkie bits is usually the easiest part for me. I have done the GRC designs and the, oh my god, I can't remember his name right now, Spitfire products. I have done the video on the Saturn and the Saturn and, oh my god, Saturn and
Guys,
Quad
thanks
Conqueror.
again for another chill stream. You mentioned your Halo MA40 blaster. What are you still needing to do with it?
Thank you very much for the 5 ducats for hearing. I literally just need to put in a 3D printed cage. One that has a guide. Because the original cage I printed did not have a dart guide on it, so all my darts were coming out sideways. Because the pusher was pushing the dart into the wheels, and the dart wasn't being centered by the wheels. That's it. And I don't even know where it is right now. Do I have any of the footage from that? I might. The whole point of that mod was like to do it with just, I literally did like the entire mod with just side cutters and super glue. There's no epoxy used, I don't think. It was really easy. Like, it took me like a night.
Yeah.
Once I figured out what I wanted to do to get that design, it was really easy. But getting to that point took me the longest. I love how it feels. Like, I hope it turns out like that cage fixes all my problems. Have a good night, McDoyle. Thank you very much. Love you. Loving the little ones. And to your significant other. Have a wonderful night. Hi from Montana. You got a stripe coming your way very soon. Zach found me a Battle Camo stripe in the box.
Hey, oh, nice.
And I wanted that, because it goes on my wall. Thank you, Zach. Hope you're having fun in Montana. Don't catch COVID. That goes for everybody. Please don't catch COVID. Please stay safe. It's really good, Tank. The Palm Career. That Saturn's really awesome. My stock is wobbly. I might send an email off to him, because my stock is kind of wobbly and it's bothering me, and I feel like I did something wrong. Sent a friend request to discuss the Megalodon. Can you send me an email, Fallon? I'm sorry, like, I don't like giving people direct access to me on Discord, because I use Discord, like, all the time, and it's for, like, we have business meetings in Discord and stuff. Like, please don't take that the wrong way. I get sent friend requests like 20 times a day from kids, and it's like, I'm sorry, there's no chance. I kind of use it for networking. Email is way easier on me because it's like I don't feel pressured to like answer an email immediately. I can kind of sit there and think on it. But like I do, like when I get a Discord message, it's like, oh my god, I better answer it because it's probably important, or it's my wife. We out here grilling. I just want to grill, for God's sakes. It's a nice night to grill, that's for sure. Montana's beautiful. Is it still hot in Montana? I already got my booster shot scheduled. I have not even thought about the booster shot thing.
Oh god, yeah.
What? Did you get the Pfizer or the Moderna?
Pfizer.
Did you? Okay, I got Moderna, and that's the one that they're saying is, like, much better. Not that I chose it, I just, whatever they had.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not going to matter. People aren't getting vaccinated, the virus is going to mutate more. It's going to turn into something that makes us explosively blow out our buttholes and die from it.
Yeah. You sneeze and you just...
Well, I mean, I have played, that one... What? Why is that funny?
It's just so random, the name.
Oh, that one Asian kid.
Such a...
I've played Plague Inc., so it's like, you know how you like you max out all the things that make your virus easily transmissible, but does basically nothing, and then you kind of wait until it's infected pretty much everything, and then you give it the ones where like you sneeze, you blow your butthole out, and have a heart attack while having a brain aneurysm all at the same time, and people just start dropping dead. Just left and right, people dropping dead. It's like I'm waiting for COVID to do that.
Sounds like something would happen at the Grammys or something.
It's been like mid-70s. We hiked Glacier National Park today. Beautiful is the right word. That's why they call it Big Sky Country. It's actually been really nice in Washington, all things considered. Not that you've been working the warehouse all that much recently, but it's been nice. Is that a mill sig? Back there? Yes.
Not enough room in the garbage. I'm just kidding.
Pretty much. Did you see their pistol?
Yeah, about that. It's just a rebranded paintball marker.
God,
It's so
Sig.
dumb.
Ugh.
The mag is the same as a different
Yeah.
like paintball marker.
And it's one of those where you put the CO2 cartridge in the mag.
Yeah.
Which automatically makes it pointless. I did think, I have a design. I have a design for a CO2. So, up here, right? This is where you store your cartridge, or down here or something, your CO2 cartridge, where you basically, like, flip open a catch, pull it forward, and it will angle out to drop the cartridge, the CO2 12 gram out. Then you can put it in there, close it, and when you pull it back, that was what pressurizes the cartridge, and the latch is what keeps it from going anywhere. So very easy, toolless to replace the cartridge, and then you can have the grip free for doing a mag, and you just use a U-turn or something. Literally this, but with a CO2 cartridge. And make it metal, I don't care. I don't know why that wouldn't work, though.
Probably a safety thing, because like if you...
But if you have a latch...
If it fails though, that's just gonna rock it out.
If anything fails,
Yeah.
like, you could always have that contingency plan. But the biggest problem with CO2 is, like, but it's almost always the CO2 cartridge. I actually don't mind. You can buy, like, 50 cartridges off, like, Amazon. I have an Amazon thing open right now. 12 gram CO2. Nah, you can't buy. Oh, crap, they're expensive now. What the heck? When did these become so expensive?
I don't know, but I'm glad I have some at home now.
Dude, I swear to God, I bought 40 cartridges off... It might have been at Walmart, but I bought 40 CO2 cartridges for like 15 bucks. Like, in the store, I walked in... Oh, I'm super curious now. Now that makes me like, holy crap, that's expensive.
A lot of patients for people who feel like they're downloading from the cosmos.
Yeah, wow, CO2 cartridges are freaking expensive now.
That's how it came out. Okay, great. Now
Whoa,
That's weird.
that is weird.
you know, just writing.
I'm so glad I have. That's why I have like 3 boxes, like just full. These were like literally like $14 for 40 of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm glad I have some at home now.
Oh, that's
Because whenever that jury shows up, I'm gonna be like, haha, guess what I have?
Well, see, that's a revolver too, so it's like you won't burn through CO2 as fast with the jury, I don't think.
Yeah.
But
It's not like something like that.
what happened? Why is CO2 so expensive? That blows my mind.
theory. Maybe since ammo's expensive right now, people are going towards self-defense markers.
Air pistols, you
and
think?
some of them rely on those.
Maybe.
So maybe it's driving up the price of that because people are buying them out. Maybe.
You think they're like self-defense air pistols, like the revolver, the Umarex one I have?
That or, yeah.
We talk about like essentially non-lethal. I don't think I could kill somebody with that if I tried.
No. Like mine too, my single, or whatever, the semi-auto one. That one's also self-defense one, remember? So like
Yeah, it's like the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
So maybe that's
I don't know.
Because you can buy 50 cal.
I think I heard there was a shortage. Yeah, count it. It seems like there's a freaking shortage. They have. Oh, God, I wish I could see my purchase history, but I bought them literally at the store. I'm pretty sure. And it was like literally 40 cartridges for like $14.
If you use the same card at Walmart,
yeah, I think
it'll
there's
save
like a.
It tripped me out when that happened.
Let's see if I can.
Because I bought something and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't buy these on the website, and it's like, here it is.
Yeah, I don't know. They were cheap. I swear, because I remember Drac talking about consumables and stuff, and me just being like, CO2 cartridges are so cheap, I don't care. Like, if I can get 50 to 60 shots off a cartridge, and it's like 12 cents a cartridge, what do I care? The only thing I care about is how hard it is to swap out the cartridge. So, I don't know. Like, I guess there's a shortage of everything right now, which is super frustrating. Yeah, I waste CO2 cartridges all the time, not even thinking about it. I'll fire up a CO2 cartridge in like the blaster to shoot one time and then dump the rest of the air and not even think about it. That's funny. I'm glad I'm sitting on like 3 boxes of cartridges now. Walcom, you remember the slide action video? That does not explain a lot, Golden. 50 caliber metal balls sold on Amazon. Yeah, but that's not going to make a good seal, and also those are going to be really heavy. I don't... Even in the Umarex, even if those were lead, I don't think it would be possible to kill somebody with them.
Yeah.
You need to pierce. Now, I could imagine if you're shooting, like, 17 caliber or 22 caliber pellets out of, like, a CO2 cartridge pistol. Like, maybe? I don't know what the ballistics... I'd have to look that up.
Ooh, or...
But even then, that would not be, like, a self-defense.
I shouldn't say this on stream.
You shouldn't say that's not on stream?
Yeah, I'll tell you later. Had an idea.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's... I was trying to explain, like, how self-defense works. And basically, you want to make sure that the opponent is... Your aggressor is removed from the fight in the shortest possible time. So when people are like 22 for self-defense, it's like, I would rather not. That's why shotguns are so good, because there's pretty much no chance for somebody to take a shotgun hit and not go down. You basically lose the will to fight, even if you don't go down.
Like, on the brightest thing for them, they'd be on the ground going, why?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Is he your boyfriend? What if he is, Rebel? What if he is, Rebel?
Oh.
Just got a V-twin and I love it. The V-twin is good. I wish I had more chains, and I also wish I had a V-twin because I cut my NAF.
Oh, back popped.
No, Rebel, I am straight. I have a wife. Should be home soon. The look of panic in Luch's eyes. Yeah, when you get this guy on camera, he's like otherwise you don't know Lucha, man. This guy is unbelievable. Lucha best boy. I agree, Builder. I agree. The Pegasus slide action. Pengu's slide action. What? I still don't know what you're talking about.
Ew, I heard Pengu. You said that?
Oh, those freaking darts.
Jesus, yeah.
Is Lucha hiding a message on his shirt? He's just wearing the Silver Fox shirt.
This,
The beautiful Eat, Sleep, Fling, Foam,
This way.
Repeat. It's a great shirt.
yeah.
Very comfortable. The only reason why I don't wear mine is because I got super glue on it. I should try to buy another one off Ryan.
Yeah.
Because I really did like it.
Yeah, they're over
I hope he doesn't think like I'm not wearing it because I don't like it. I like the shirt. I don't even wear my own merch. What do you want from me? I feel like such a dumbass when I wear my own merch. I don't know how some people do it. Like, I just don't have the ego.
Yeah.
I actually would rather wear that Luchathor core shirt, the one that we have pinned. I'm not even doing this as a... That shirt's awesome. And I need to get, like, samples of those.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't like wearing, like... That's why I tried to get, like, the anime girl thing. Because I don't want to wear a Walcom shirt. At all. It's like, it's just, I feel dumb.
Yeah.
It's like, who wants to wear their name on their shirt? Like, I can understand, like fans wanting to wear it. And also, it's cool, like, if I go to, like, End War and somebody's wearing my shirt, it's like, oh, crap, you're amazing. Like, I should, have drinks with people who wear my merch at wars. But, like... I just don't get it. It blows my mind. That's why, like, I try to wear, like, things like, oh, dot hack, anybody remember that? Like, I like wearing weird shirts like that. That makes me happy. I love repping... God, the fact that I have not one but two Guitar Man shirts blows my mind. But I wouldn't mind wearing, like, somebody else's, like, merch if I really, like, support them, like Silver Fox or Foam Blast or something like that. I have no problem. Because that helps them out. But I also realized that, like, my merch sales for October of last year was a ton. And I don't know what happened, but my merch sales fell off like a freaking cliff. I have never recovered. I barely sell like 1 or 2 shirts a month right now. I need to fix that. I geeked out when I saw the Gunsmith catcher. See, I get random old things or Common Rider, but I'm mad because like I have 2 Common Rider shirts. I have the one that I wore to the Modern Rogue thing, which I saved specifically for the Modern Rogue thing, and then I also have the one that has all the Common Riders on it. That shirt lasted me like literally 3 washes and it's completely destroyed. And I'm super, because that was like a $35 shirt.
Yeah, like, I have my Unis Honest hoodie, and I don't wear it often because I don't want to wash it and ruin it.
You're supposed to just turn them inside out. I think what made that shirt disintegrate is it's like that dark heather material, which is like that soft, it's a super soft, thin material. And I don't think the print sticked well to it. Because I have shirts that I've worn and washed dozens of times that are still fine. Was it the waffle shirt back then? That shirt sold so much. Like, the waffle shirt sold a lot. It was really good. We sent Taffy, like, a pretty decent paycheck. Yeah, I've never seen you wear it.
I wore it a couple times, but I lost it. I'm going to have to look for it.
We have shirts, so I just don't have, like, when I do an order for shirts, like, I need, like, $120 to order, like, 4 or 5 shirts. They're not cheap. They don't give me a huge deal. So, for the new shirts, like we have the Luchathor shirt. Would you wear that? Because I think it's a cool shirt. And I'd love for you to show up at work. I will get samples ordered of that. And then we have the Plus Ultra shirt. And then we have a couple more designs that we're just kind of sitting on right now. I love that Luchathor shirt. Like, I know Slater's not here anymore, but that shirt is so good. I'm not, like, trying to hype it up. You buy it or you don't. It's going to be there for a while, but that is so cool. I thought our Maverick tag back shirt was pretty good. We have a Maverick tag back shirt we've had forever. Is it possible to stuff a 1730 seconds brass barrel into the stock barrel of a Nexus AM Pro Striker? I don't think so, no. It's like put a brass barrel inside of a Nexus Pro's stock barrel?
No.
No. They're like the same inner diameter, pretty much.
Yeah. 1736 is slightly tighter, but yeah.
Hey, Preston.
They won't fit. You'd have to take the old barrel out and E-tape, or preferably, like what I do is I cut a section this much of CPVC, drill it out, and I put it into the 1732 and then Teflon tape.
Yeah.
Perfect. So.
Have you put that Nix cage? Have you put that Nix cage? I don't have a Nix cage, so no, I haven't done that. We have not modified the M249. I really wish that was good. I really wish that was good. It's like one of those two stories. Not only do I wish it was good, I wish we could have made it good. And there's no, it's just too small.
It's my favorite thing.
Seeing the Chimera Mark 7, super interesting break mechanism. I have. I've played with one of the original Chimeras and didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's much better. I have the kit for a Venturi, like, I think the Mark II. And it's such a complicated print that I don't know. I haven't done it. It's not that I don't want one, it's just like it's a daunting build. I kind of wanted to give it off to Dr. Flux or Valor and see if they would make it for me. But, have a good night, Jeremiah. It's just because, like, and it took me so long to get that stuff for the Venturi. Yeah, it's like, so I bought a hardware kit, and then immediately after that, I think sorry, did not mean to be any kind of not respect their choice. I believe they go by they, them now. Shay, I believe they, like, literally, before my kit arrived, they showed off a pump action Venturi. And I was like, can I buy the extra hardware for that? Because it couldn't have been that much different hardware. They said they would send it to me. And I asked them politely over the course of several months, like 8 or 9 months, and I have a similar kind of problem. Like, when I kind of, like, sit on something too long, I try to just ignore it as much as possible and try not to think about it. And it's a bad habit. And it's like, oh, it's been so long, I don't even bother anymore kind of thing. But they finally leveled with me. I'm like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you $30. Can you just send me the parts? And they're like, I'll send you an entire new kit. I'm like, okay. So I got that, but it's like, I don't know if that's a whole kit or if it's just the parts that I didn't have for the original. And it's like, so now it's like I have 2 hardware kits essentially, and I don't know what to do with either of them. And I really like the idea of the Venturi and the new metal. Oh, it looks so freaking cool. I don't know if my hardware kit would work for that. I have no idea. And I don't even know if the one I got, if it has the pump action in it. But I like the idea of, like, I know it's like, it's a big honker of a pistol, but I still like the idea of it. Hey, I'm a little hefty like you. How do I use this to my advantage when I fight 8-year-olds in NERF? You use superior tactics and aim. I mean, that's about it. Like, I don't...
Tune in your blaster.
I don't try to compete with, like, out of darts and Barrett in terms of speed. Like, it's not going to happen. But does that mean I lose every single time? No. I'm a very good shot. Legitimately, I am a very good shot. If I go to the war that we're going to have tomorrow, and I don't wow some people, I have failed. But I also haven't, like, shot foam at other people in a very long time. But typically, I am a sniper, to put it bluntly. Which is weird, because, like, I love shotguns. But I'm also more of, like, a wait and bait kind of person, too. Like, I will, you know, hang around and wait for you to turn a corner and blast you, kind of thing. Like, that's how I like to play. I'm not much of a... I like to move when I need to. I like to reposition quickly. But I'm not like, I'm going to flank the enemy. That's not me. It's not that I don't ever move or run. It's just like I can't sprint across the field. That's not a thing that let's be frank. I can do it once or twice and then I'm literally dead.
Yeah, I'm a sprinter, but I have no endurance.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I can move, I will surprise you with my movement, but then, you know, I'll be worn out pretty quick. I'm not going to say I can go run a mile. It's not going to happen. I typically don't like playing against young kids. I make jokes about shooting kids in the park, but I don't because it's hard, because I don't want to hurt them. And kids with blasters are legitimately, like, I've seen kids with, like, FDLs and stuff like that are just terrifying.
Yeah,
because like they don't need to worry about priming the blasters, that they can use 180 FPS flywheeler and run around at Mach speed, and they're little tiny targets. They're hard to hit. I usually don't like playing with children though, because I don't want to hurt them.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons why I carried a foam knife on me, because all our games usually had small kids, and I wouldn't point a blaster at a child. So I would like either try to hit them with the knife or like throw the knife at them, because it weighed practically nothing.
Yeah, now I usually do like this, and I'm like, bang.
Yeah, usually we had like barrel taps, but I don't know. What do you like more, the double barrel IVX2 or the long strike? I like both of them, but the long strike's a better blaster. I wish we had a good barrel break. I really wish they'd make a good one.
I mean, technically, you have the best one in the hobby.
The what?
Barrel break.
Yeah, the Panther. This is true. I'd love to use that. I'm terrified of breaking something.
Yeah,
it does work.
It's a legendary blaster at this point.
Yeah. No, it actually needs to go up on the wall.
Oh.
I think it's just laying up on one of those boxes. Yeah, the wall was just like stuff I didn't want to get broken, so most of it's like 3D printed stuff. I think we're done. It's been a pretty boring stream.
Yeah.
Probably anyway, and I've also lost like 40 subscribers, so... Oof. So... Preston, you're not cute, you're not funny. You're just an annoying little kid seeking attention, so we're just gonna ban you. Have fun. I think we're done. Unless you have anything else you want to add?
Busby needs to stop.
Busby does need to stop. I do like the fact that that video, I can't thank you guys enough, by the way. That video did really well. And I was not expecting that video to last at all. And that's very inspiring. Honestly, I hate to ever try to do call to action more than I should. The problem is that call to action works every single time. So if you wonder, if you ever get annoyed that a content creator is asking you to like and subscribe, and you feel like, well, duh, if I liked your content, I would like and subscribe. I get that feeling. But every single YouTuber, I wouldn't say every single YouTuber, that's not fair, because there are ones that don't do it that are still successful, and like AVE, like massive channel, doesn't do that kind of stuff. There's a lot of channels that don't have to do call to action. But the big ones that do, it works. Everybody pretty much says it works. I've had people that straight up unsubscribe because I say it, I ask it. It's like a reminder, like it's one of those things. There's so many channels where I've watched like every single video they ever put out and never subscribed to any of them. And the problem is when you subscribe, it helps the algorithm, so it helps. And that's kind of like, so my thing from now on is like, I'll try to make it as quick and painless as possible. But in the case of like the Busby Reaper video, that got way more views than it honestly had any right to. I thought it was a pretty decent video. I was passionate about it at the time because I didn't want to just keep dunking on Busby over and over and over again. But it turned out, I thought, okay. And the funniest part about that was how quick that video turned around. Very minimal editing. Basically just walked over there, grabbed the blaster, put it on the bench, started talking. And is a good video in my opinion. I love the fact that the Thundershot was disassembled by a truck and then WALCOMS was peeking out the window. That's because I was worried Flex was going to nail my car.
The funny thing is, I didn't notice that until I was editing it.
Yeah.
You could see.
Well, it's like when he peeled out, I'm like, that mother trucker better not fling rocks into my freaking brand new car. I will be very upset. I will go out there and peg his car. And his truck costs a lot more than mine. Just gonna fling rocks at his. But no, it doesn't look like he hit anything. And yeah, no, that turned out really good. It's funny how he had to back over it. That part where he cracks open the chilada and goes, "That was a quick disassembly." I'm like, "Oh my god, Flux, this is what I'm talking about. Do that in your regular videos." Holy crap, dude. That turned out so good.
Yeah.
You could barely, it's like, I would almost like, oh, whoa, Dr. Flux is capable of that? Do more of that.
It's like how, a little behind the scenes, we filmed him in the truck saying like 10-4. And I'm like, hey, do you want the hat? And he's like, hell yeah, give me the hat. It's so dumb. I love that hat.
Ever do much with XBZs or similar things? Yes. Problem, XBZs are awesome, and they are very rare now. I do have one in box that somebody sent to somebody sent me for something completely different, and they were like, they bought it, sent it to me, and were like asking me to like hold it for a couple of months and then send it to them. I'm like, bruh. And then after a while, they're just like, you know what, keep it. I'm like, thank you, because now it goes on a wall and it's going to stay there and I'm going to love it. And I still, it sucks because there's so many blasters throughout the years that I wish I would have never opened and never done anything with. And now I'm at that point where it's like, God, I want so many blasters in box that I don't want to destroy.
Yeah.
Well, the quick disassembly thing, like we planned on taking blasters out to quarries with tannerite. So that's kind of where the quick disassembly whole process came from. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
So, because I'm pretty sure tannerite is still legal in Washington. You can still buy it at like Cabela's and stuff like that.
It's actually really cheap too.
Yeah, we have blasters that we still plan on like doing videos where we just pack them full of tannerite.
Yeah, that thunder shot was so bad. I think it deserved to be the first.
It's pretty awful. I don't know if I've gotten an email back from Busby yet. I hope they did. I wonder if they saw that and they just went, you know what, screw this guy.
Just caps, bruh.
That would be amazing. No, I have not gotten an email back from Busby yet. Although they sent it on Friday, right? Yeah. So yeah, I'm probably not going to get a response until Monday. And I like, what was my response to them? I can't share with you what they sent to me.
Oh.
Just because I don't want to breach anything. I can tell you kind of like, hey, this is what they kind of did. But I can't give exact words. But I said, I'm not against it, but I would like to understand why Busby Toys would like to send me new items and what their expectations are. If you can, please fill me in on the details. If they're like, hey, Busby just wants to send you some blasters because they saw that you had problems with the last ones. If there's no obligation for me to do a video, sure. Chances are I will never unbox those blasters. I will put them either on the wall or back there or something and be done with it. Even if they're bad blasters, it doesn't mean like they shouldn't be preserved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, I want to be like, oh, remember the Busby Tetra Shot? Man, what a stinker. That'd be so, God, I can't imagine doing this. I can't imagine doing this in a couple of years, let alone 10, 15 years. Thankfully, I'm like, in 10 years, I'm only going to be like as old as Dr. Flux. So,
and I'll probably have been dead for 5 years.
Better not. We'll have a golden statue of you out front if that happens. Your life will never be the same.
Me dabbing.
Exactly. Oh, we need to get a 3D scanner and get that scanned. Oh there was
God.
Connect at Goodwill, but you have to get like a whole weird adapter and everything for it. But you can use a Connect for 3D scanning. I can use my phone for 3D scanning now that I think about it. I have that LiDAR one. But it's like, I'd love to just get we need to get you dabbing, so
people can 3D print it.
We need to make that a sight somehow. Like, we need to make like that pair of sights. You know how like the ones with like the fingers, like the peace sign and then the middle finger, like those kind of things? We need to get one that's like you dabbing and you look between your legs, and the front sight could be like the Flux doing like the All Might pose or something like that, and you use the top of his hand to as a middle pose. Something stupid like that. Wait till you get to my age. I probably won't. Don't worry about it. Did you watch Flux Friday and how Busby deleted Mongoose CH comments? Yes, because I commented. We saw Lucha's comment.
Yeah.
And then when they deleted it, I think I went to you and I said, hey, it looks like they deleted your comment.
Yeah, and I already saw that because they deleted 2 of my comments.
And then like somebody posted, it caught on, or maybe it was Coney that posted in the NERF meme Facebook group. And I was like, you can't censor my boy Lucha and break his heart like that. It's like, that's just horrible.
Yeah, like I think I was the first person on that thing to post.
Yeah.
I was literally the first post, and I put a little like image of the why you always lying. I put that, and I noticed it vanished after like Mongoose Jake replied, and I was like, wait, what? Then I said, like, put something else. I'm like, this thing sucks, and it got deleted again. I'm like, bruh. And then Brett's like, oh, this is great. And then Busby liked it. I'm like, what the? So funny.
I did see the Brett, like, this is great.
Oh, my favorite from Brett was his Instagram post where he's like, hang strong, little guy, and it's the internals of the Thundershot with like a cracked freaking on the catch, and Busby loved the comment, and Brett's like, I can't stop.
How would they, was it obvious it was the double, or the Thundershot?
No.
So how would they have known?
It's Busby. They're probably like, oh, that's our crappy internals. Like that, like that.
What is up with Dr. Flux's glasses? That's a weird question.
He got Oakley's. He's better than us now.
Yeah, he's following Drax's
Jesus.
footsteps. No, he
$200
wanted glasses that were that protected the sides of his eyes, which is fair enough. Because like finding eye pro that works when you already wear glasses is rough.
Yeah.
Wait, his aren't like prescription, are they? Or maybe they are.
No, I think they're regular. Like, this is what I use now.
Well,
I don't know if
I
I'll
have
wear
to.
glasses.
The only way I can test it is by putting on my glasses. And then no, there's no way in hell.
Oh, okay.
It's like that's my problem. Is like, and it's like I well as somebody who's been shot in the face multiple times, I don't like wearing just my glasses. But
Yeah.
Hamstar donated 10 Australian dollar
I have
dues.
nothing to add. Have some money.
Well, thank you very much, Hamster. I do miss my hamster. She passed away the right old age of like what, like a little over 3 years. The morning we were leaving for freaking End War. Like
yeah.
we were literally, we got up to get to the drive to the airport and she was gone. Where were those comments deleted? It was on Busby's Facebook.
Yeah, that was Busby's actual.
Which, you know, granted, they have the odd to do that. So it's not like me, like, deleting somebody's comment. Like, what's their face that, like, I posted a picture of the skewer, which rightfully I should have had a link to Silver Fox. I didn't think of it at the time. And also, adding a link to, like, your thing when you're posting it from your phone is like, I gotta minimize Instagram, find the link, copy it, open Instagram back up. Half the time it says camera not detected, and I have to redo the entire thing. I just didn't think about it, and I feel bad about it. I will hopefully rectify that in the future, because I really appreciate Silver Fox handing me off a skewer. But, I just said, I don't know what's better, the Cheetah 2.0 with the Detroit Dartworks kit, which still to this day, I don't know which one's technically better. Both are very good, in my opinion. Or the skewer. And somebody had posted like their store Etsy link. And I was like, bruh, that's not cool. And I said that, like, hey, that's not really cool to, like, use my post for your advertisement.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, I'm just trying to get my name out there. And it's like,
That's a
you're
bad way to
doubling
do it.
down, and like you're frustrating me because I could have just outright deleted the post, and that would be like one of the only times I ever really delete a post, is when somebody does something like that, because it's like, hey, you're I don't know you, I don't know the quality of your prints, I don't know if you're outright scamming people, I don't know you, and then it's like you're kind of using my post, almost makes it seem like I'm endorsing that. And also, I didn't spend the last 7-8 years of my life building up an audience, making videos, and like people think it's easy. It's not. It's actually not easy at all. Flux is like, I can edit like 3 times faster than Flux right now because I've been doing it for so long, and my editing skills are awful. It's one of those things where it's like, it takes a while to get good and, you know, come up with ideas and execute content. And there are days where it's difficult. There are days where it's like, if I don't feel good, if I don't have, you know, energy and a smile on my face, I can't stand in front of a camera. It happens. That's just how content creation works. I try to find other things to do that doesn't require me to be in front of the camera. But doing all that for years, only to have somebody come up and like, hey, you have all these subscribers and followers and everything, I'm going to capitalize on your work to advertise my stuff. It's like, bruh, that's not how it works. A lot of times, companies will ask me, there's so many Amazon companies, like, I get 3 or 4 a day, they're like, hey, do a video on my thing. Like, do you want to, like, we will send you a product, and I'll be like, yeah, my videos start at X amount of dollars. And they're like, well, can we get a discount? What if we send you the product for free? And I'll be like, it's not worth my time to do a video on it. It just isn't. If I'm interested in the product, most of the time I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But it's like, that's kind of how you do it. Like, people send me stuff, and I'm not going to be like, oh, you sent me a thing, so I'm obligated to do a video on it. Because if your product sucks, it's kind of hard for me to do a video on it. And most of the time, it's like, look, your stuff sucks. I don't want to do a video on it. It's like, I don't want to, like, make your stuff look bad. I don't want to create an enemy just to create an enemy, you know what I mean? There are companies out there I have done videos for that I don't like, I don't talk to, and I would not ever recommend you buy stuff from them. But when I did the video, I still gave it a completely fair review. And I won't say names. I don't need to say names. It's like, there are videos out there I've done for companies that I don't like anymore, that I don't talk to them, they don't talk to me, but I still, even though I was upset, even though I was frustrated, I did the review and gave it a completely fair shake. Hey, could you bring back Two Shot Tuesday? It will probably come back in some certain form. Especially now that we got the target working again. A Shell Strike Micro Shot? I would love that. Ugh. Do you still have the paper that I sent with the blaster? No. Bruh, I moved. Like, if it managed to get saved, I have no idea where it is. There's like a 0% chance I still have it, man. Like, even moving, like, trying to save, like, because I wasn't the only one packing stuff. This poor sucker did so much packing, and he's throwing stuff in a box and getting it on its way. I'm sorry, Vulcan. I hope there wasn't anything important on there. Frickin' Taffy sent me like a piece of chocolate with like a $100 bill in it. Hi, honey. Hi. We're just about done. If you want to wait for the camera to shut off. Oh, right. I can send you a pic of how to either replace the rubber band. I'll figure it out, buddy. Don't worry about it. I just need to find the rubber bands before I do anything. I totally intend to talk about the blaster. If you have like an Etsy shop or something, my issue is that like if you are planning on selling printed blasters, you need to work on your print quality. I do not want to advertise your stuff with that print quality. I'm sorry, man. If you want to sell the files, that's a completely different thing. And honestly, completely fair. I think you have a lot going for it. I honestly do. I think it's cool that it's a modular pistol. I think the fact that it worked well is good. I wish it used talons, and I'm sure just about everybody will wish it did talons. But, like, it's not. If you think it's a bad design, it's not. It's good. The fact that, like, think about how long ago I got that pistol, and that was before the Devil Z concept pistol. That was before the Fenris. Really, it was competing with things like the Desert Pigeon.
Yeah.
And it's like, just now people are getting these rapid, prototypes and stuff out in all their new blasters. People want them. And there's now a lot of options. And that's why I'm kind of going to do a bulk review. I was just going to release the firearm thing else. That's totally fine. Keep in mind, if you do that, most likely what's going to happen is a Chinese company is going to rip you off and sell. Just keep that in mind. Not too much, furry fanboy. We're almost done. We're just about done here. We actually went 20 minutes over because I wanted to talk about some important stuff. Fallon did email me. I will check that in a little while, man. Philip! Hope you're good. It's 4:20 a.m. Well, it's 8:20 p.m. here. And yeah, we're pretty much done. We're probably gonna take a break here. Well, take a break. We're gonna get. I don't know what you want to do later. You didn't bring your Switch. I wanted to play Pokemon Unite with you. I've been saving that game to play with you for a special occasion. You keep forgetting your stupid Switch. I'm about ready to just drive you back home and grab it. My car can make it to your house and back.
Yeah.
Without using gas. All right. Have you seen those realistic Nerf guns on YouTube Shorts? I have, and they're all Chinese. Because what happened was China banned, like, airsoft paintball, and they've also banned gel soft now. So now that every company's working towards doing NERF.
Yeah, and like those Glock and 1911 looking ones.
God, I freaking hate those.
They look, it's like little darts. Like,
Yeah, little tiny.
they're like 6mm darts,
Awful.
pretty much. Like, oh, I wonder why they're 6mm. Oh.
I'll say goodnight to everybody in the chat. But I think we're done. Thank you very much. Like I said, your support has been unreal. I am gonna put out a lot more content. We are not lacking for content. And what I'm actually waiting for the most right now is to get done with reviews so I can get to the stuff that I actually want to do videos on. That's why I've kind of been spacing out things as much as I can, so you guys don't get bored, because I'm uploading content all the dang time, and also that I still have content to do as we get, because reviews dry up. I'm going to be out of things to review. I'm pretty much already there. And I also don't want people like, oh, this is just a NERF review channel. It's not, but I need to kind of get into a part where I can do the videos that I want. Like, I bought an airsoft sniper rifle to do a video on freaking 6 months ago. And I haven't done a video with it yet. So, thank you very much, American Foam. As always, American Foam has a video on the Big Axel if you want to go see it. It's totally legit. Andrew M., Blasty Fish, Bob the Long-Haired Boy, Bud, Builder BB, Daniel Cheng, Dat Furry Femboy, Gregorio Munez Martinez, I didn't say that right, and I'm sorry. Homely665, Kakaru5688, Kenneth Smith, Mr. Newbie, Nata Walrus, Philip Crofts, Sean Mullen, Silicone Sword, Tyler Green, and Vulcan. Thank you very much. We do these live streams every Saturday night starting at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As far as I know, these will stay on YouTube, but I do also occasionally stream on Twitch. If you want to follow me on Twitch, it's where you think it would be, at WALCOMS7. Only reason I haven't been doing that more is just because it's kind of hard to switch between YouTube and Twitch, believe it or not. I have to change settings, and it's kind of annoying. But I actually plan on, what, is it the 9th is when? That's a Thursday. I'm pretty sure there's that's when the beta, another beta for New World comes out, and I want to see if I can stream it, because holy crap, if I could stream New World, my life is set! So, have a good night, everyone. I'll leave you with the rest of the song, and we'll see you hopefully again, maybe tomorrow, probably not, most likely on Monday. So, take care, everybody. Love you all. Again, your support has been unreal, and I hope you guys enjoy the content we have coming out, because we do have some fun stuff. A thing that I have briefly shown off that we didn't show on the stream is this contraption. You can see it on my Instagram. Do we have like a mag?
It's full, but yeah.
Wait. You put the mag in here, you lock that, grab some drats, you go like that, and then you twist the thingy, and it flings darts all over the place. But, most importantly, it loads darts into the mag. It's cool. I'll have a video on that soon. I built the entire thing. I don't know if I'm going to upload the entire hour with minimal editing, or I'll give you a supercut. I'm not certain. We'll find out. Anyway, have a good night.